There we go. OBS is getting rid of my mic settings. Let's try that again. Hello, everyone. Say hi, gang.
Hi, gang.
Yo.
Hello.
So good to have you all with us. Bounce House, welcome to another session of Monday Mothership. Super excited. Fantastic cast here for this great adventure in front of us as well. So thank you so much for being here. Tell your friends, come hang out. We're going to be diving into some more Mothership, the sci-fi horror RPG. For anyone not familiar with that, great little system, D10 based, D100 based. We're going to roll for some stats for the characters here and kind of explain a little bit more of that as well as we go along, so you'll learn. But before we do that, let's say hello to this wonderful cast. So, Cassie, let's start with you. Say hello and tell us about your character.
Hello, I am Cassie Mothwin. I am playing Jamie Thompson, who is a scientist that really wants to succeed, perhaps at the cost of something. We'll see. And yeah, that's all I know so far, so.
Not ominous at all. Thank you so much for being here. Toffee, say hello. Tell us who you're playing.
Hey guys, I'm Toffee. I'll be playing Merlin Bustamante. He's gonna be. My goal for this one shot is to make a character that's gonna be both funny and disgusting at the same time. So we'll see if I get that done.
Fantastic. Looking forward to that. Let's go to Allison. Say hello.
Hi, I'm Allison. I'm insight checked. I will be playing Alpha, the android. She, they pronouns. Alpha is a prototype, and they didn't quite get everything right the first time.
We will see how that goes. I see, Jamie, are you a doctor? Do you have your doctorate? Or just kind of... Cassie?
I'm not used to responding to Jamie yet.
That's all right. That's what I thought.
I've got like 7 doctorates.
Okay, so doctor, there you go. That's what I was asking for. All good.
It's doctor.
There we go. Doctor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Thompson, I can already see the concern in her eyes with this crew that she has hired. And the last person of that crew is Coda. Say hello, Logan.
Yeah, hi everybody. I'm Logan. I'll be playing Coda tonight. Coda is a former Marine turned now hired guard for different ships and crews that need a little bit of extra muscle or firepower on any jobs that they're doing.
All right. Fantastic. So, all right, let's build some characters. We have one each in Mothership. There's 4 different classes: Scientist, Teamster, Android, and Marine. One of each, which will be great. Never required. You can certainly double up, but it's always is fun when you have one of each. So we're going to start rolling for stats. We are rolling in person, so players, please announce your roles as we play and things like that. But I'm going to start right off the top. Also, if you have a dice box or something, or like piece of like notepad to roll on, bare desks can be really loud. Jamie, go ahead and let's start some rolls with your start with your stats, and I'll work in your additions. As a scientist, you have plus 10 to intellect, plus 5 to one stat of your choice, and then when we get to saves, you have plus 20 to your sanity saves. So.
Okay.
Everyone else can start rolling and putting those numbers in.
So 2d10. So for strength, and it's I add them together and then add 20.
Yes.
Okay. So that's 23 for strength.
Okay. It's plus 20, so gotta have higher than 23. Did you really roll a 3?
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Ooh, okay. Or speed.
Is a 0 is 10, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, yeah.
So my speed is better. It's 35.
Awesome. Intellect, which you get a plus 10 as well, so on top of the 20.
30, so 40.
40 total, very nice. And combat.
$31.
All right. And which to those would you like to add 5?
Let's do strength.
Okay. So I'll bump you up to a 28. All right. Continue on and do your saves. I'm going to jump over to Toffee. What do you have for your, do you have your strength there for me?
Yeah. With including with the +5 to all stats, my strength comes out to 31.
All right. Speed?
33.
Okay. Intellect?
29.
And combat?
39.
All righty. Very nice. Down to Alpha, strength. What do we have for you? And then your bonuses are 28 for that. Okay.
Yep. Do I have bonuses to these?
You have +20 to intellect.
Oh my god, that's gonna be insane. All right.
And I think I gotta double check this because
Wait, +20 in addition to the 2d10 plus 20?
yes, for intellect, yeah.
Oh my god.
You're an android.
Wow.
What's your speed? Your base speed?
30.
Very nice. Intellect with
Okay.
bonuses.
So it's 57? Does that
Okay.
sound right?
So yeah, I mean, back you rolled a 17. That's
Mhm,
definitely
mhm.
feasible. Okay, and combat.
33.
Okay, now I need to double check. So I don't know if it's minus or if it's +2. Where are they? Skills. Oh, it must be in the. Because you also have 10 to 1 stat, but it might be I don't know if it's plus or minus. Gotta double check. Minus 10 to 1 stat. So what will that be?
Let's have it be my strength because I'm a very
Okay.
wiggly prototype.
So that takes you down to 18.
Yep.
All right. Coda, what is your strength score?
My strength, I got a 30.
All right. Speed?
38.
Okay. Intellect?
27.
And lastly, combat?
31.
And that's after your bonus?
It'd be full, I get +10, 41.
+10. Yep, you get +10 to combat, and then you have some additional to your saves. All right, let's go back up to Jamie for your saves. What do we got for sanity?
We got 54,
All right, very nice. Fear
24,
and body.
28.
Okay, and that includes the scientist's +20 to sanity save. Down to Merlin, sanity.
It's +30 to sanity save.
I've got 20 on my sheet.
My sheet says +30.
Are you saying the 2 plus the 10?
No, it
Or
says
in addition to
+30
the
on-
+10?
It says scientist +10, intellect +5, and then +30.
It does. Interesting. Okay. Very nice. This sheet is out of date. Fantastic. All right, Merlin, sanity. Muted, I think. Toffee, you're muted.
Yeah,
There you
teams just get +10 to all saves. So for sanity, I have a 28.
Awesome.
Fear, I have a 22. And then for body, I have a 31.
Okay. Down to Alpha.
Alpha is rolling.
sanity.
Sanity 17.
Okay. Insane
And-
fear bonus here.
Where do I don't see that on my sheet. What do I add to my fear?
So part 3, underneath the where the initial
Oh!
section there. Yeah, you see that?
+60?
And yeah,
What? That's an 81. Oh my goodness.
And your body save.
That would be 11 again on the die.
Okay. Oh, on the die.
And
So 21.
21,
This is
yeah.
+10, yeah. All right. And then last but not least, for the saves, Coda, sanity.
19.
Fear
43.
and body.
32.
All right. And those are with your bonuses.
That's
yes.
with bonuses added, correct?
Okay. All right. Great numbers all around. So what else do we need to do? Everyone starts with 2 points of stress as bounce house you can see on the screen, and those will tick up towards 20 as our max. let's do health here. So everyone roll 1d10 plus 10 for your health. Dr. Thompson.
20.
Very nice. Okay. And then you have, as a scientist, you have 2 wounds. All right, Merlin.
17.
Okay. And then you, as a teamster, have 2 wounds.
2 wounds, okay.
Alpha.
19.
19
Wow.
with 3 wounds as an android. And then Coda.
18.
Man,
Yeah, we're gonna be
Beefy.
big numbers. And then you, as a Marine, also have 3 wounds. Okay. So let's talk about our trauma responses. We have 1 of each class. So the Marine, whenever the Marine panics, every nearby player, friendly player, must make a fear save. And a panic is that panic roll. When you fail that, that's when everyone else, will make that fear save. Android, fear saves made by nearby friendly players are at disadvantage. So just straight up, everyone's hanging out with Alpha, and unfortunately those fear saves are at disadvantage. Scientist, whenever the scientist fails a sanity save, all nearby players gain 1 point of stress. So Dr. Thompson does have a pretty solid sanity, so if they're failing that, things must be bad. And then Teamster has a bit of a kind of a buff there. Once per session, you may take advantage on a panic check, so keep that in mind. Continuing on, probably we're going to do the trinkets and patches, some of the best, my favorite parts here in the system. So let's start with the trinkets. Jamie, go ahead and roll D100.
Oh, so sorry. I keep forgetting I'm Jamie.
You're doctor.
That is gonna be 14.
Okay, 14 for your trinket is a medical container with purple powder inside. Merlin, go ahead and roll your D100 for your trinket.
I got an 81.
81. You have a pendant that is 2 astronauts that form a skull. Whatever that is.
Gotta have some fashion out in space.
Yes. Alpha, D100.
Alrighty, here we go. That is a 69.
Nice.
Nice.
You have a miniature chess set made of bone with some of the pieces missing.
All right. That's a weird thing for Alpha to have.
And Coda.
Double zeros and a 7, so is that 7? Or is
7,
that,
yes.
Yeah, 7.
Yep. You have a pamphlet titled Signs of Parasitical Infection.
Well, not ominous at all. Awesome. I love it.
And even better than the trinkets, the patches. Dr. Thompson. Cassie.
2d10.
D100. So,
Yeah. 30.
30. Your patch. Okay. Says, take my life, please. A little dark there. Merlin, D100.
98.
98. Your patch simply says, volunteer.
Haha. Nice.
Alpha,
Alpha rolled a 93.
93. This is fantastic. You have a risk of electrocution symbol. That is your patch.
Of course.
And Coda,
23 for code.
23. Your patch just says FUBAR. Seems appropriate, I think.
I feel like it's all appropriate.
Very good.
Yep.
So,
Very appropriate.
definitely play into those as much or as little as you want. What else do we need, gang? I think some loadouts, and I think that's everything. So for loadouts, you will roll a 1d10, and I have those pulled up, and I will let you know what you have. So, Dr. Thompson, go
9.
ahead. A 9. Okay. And scientist. So you have civilian clothes, which gives you 1 armor protection. You make note of 1 AP. You have a briefcase, prescription pad, and a fountain pen that says in parentheses, poison injector. Merlin, D10.
Got a 5.
A 5 for the Teamster. You have heavy duty work clothes, which gives you 2 armor protection, I should say. And a drill, a paracord, 100 meters, and a drone.
Oh. How many meters?
100.
Oh. Nice.
A lot of rope. Yeah. Alpha,
On a D10, I got a 7.
a 7. You have standard crew attire for armor protection 1. You have a frag grenade and a pen knife.
Okay.
And Coda, your loadout.
5 for Coda.
5. You have a standard battle dress, which gives you 7 armor protection.
Okay.
And you have an SMG with 3 magazines.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, 7 MREs. Better not bring a pen to a knife fight, right?
Come on.
All right. So Coda, you had 7. Alpha, did you have 1 armor, I think? And then
Yeah, 1 armor.
Merlin had 2. 1. Okay. So for armor, it basically just protects for that many points. If you have 1 point of armor and you take 1 hit, it just cancels it out. But if it goes over it, it does reduce that damage, but then your armor is gone. So it becomes no longer usable at that point. So, okay. I think that's everything. We have our skills already. We've talked about that. We know our stats. Everything is good to go. I think we are ready to dive in. Are you all ready?
Woo!
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. So, Dr. Jamie Thompson, you've put out a call to hire a group. You've commissioned this crew needing transport to transport some mysterious cargo out to the space station, kind of the edges of this part of the galaxy, basically a drop-off. You very much know what you're in for, but keeping that pretty close to your chest, of course. But you have cajoled the rest of the crew into this job for a sizable financial return if successful. Who's probably piloting that vessel?
We didn't hire a pilot, did we?
And any of you
Yeah, not it.
gonna let the android fly?
Nose goes. It's Alpha.
I've read a book about this. I can do this. Alpha will do it.
Okay. All right. So you head towards the space station, Muto Station, it's called, and you know that you have this cargo that was brought aboard your ship, and you're given instructions by the doctor to drop that off in their receiving dock. And so you go ahead and pull that in. Alpha, pull the ship in, and are able to drop off the this cargo. As you do, there is a terminal that flashes at you with a message. Kind of transfers into your ship, to your systems as well, and just says, "Leave specimens in airlock. Transfer 10,000 credits per specimen. Dock in berth A and wait for confirmation." And the message just kind of repeats.
Can we get that one more time?
Yes. Leave specimens in airlock. Transfer 10,000 credits per specimen. Dock in berth A and wait for confirmation.
I think Alpha's just standing awkwardly, having completed their task. So wherever they were steering the ship, they're just kind of like powered down and just like uncannily staring at the rest of the crew, just like full dead eye contact. Message received.
Well, what does it say?
She will play it again through her voice, the entire thing, 3 times.
Nice. I like that a lot. Nice. I wish we had one of these, back on my other trips. Yeah, it would have been really useful. Yeah.
I am useful.
Are you allowed to have an opinion about that? I mean, we'll see if you're gonna be. Anyway.
There's like a spark that like shoots out of her eye.
Oh.
Let's focus on the task. Yes.
Do you have the credits?
Well, we need to unload these first, right?
And that's so you're able to unload your cargo, and Alpha, you're able to, if you want, go ahead and follow these instructions to undock and then go around to this other docking bay. So easily able to do that. Head over to that other bay. Once you do dock, another message does come through from the terminal, and it comes in and says, all offers final, 10,000 credit examination fee waived on successful purchase.
Hey, Dr. Thompson, I was just wondering if we should really be like, kind of, worried if we're not gonna get my credits, cause like, I left home to come here, and, it's not really that comfy out here in space, so just wanna make sure that me and the android and Coda, that we're, getting paid.
Are you done?
Well, I also just wanna say, like, I'm really glad I got to work with you. I've heard so much about you, Dr. Times 7. And, yeah, like, I don't know. We'll just, maybe after we finish this trip. Anyway, yeah, I'm done.
Great.
Oh, another thing. Is anyone hungry? And Alpha, do you eat? Do you eat food?
I do not eat in the way that you would understand.
No problem. I really, I got some space chips over at the space station before we took off. Coda, did you want some? They're like super cheesy.
Reach in and grab like a handful, and I'll just.
Yeah, man, grab a whole stack, man. Yeah. Doc,
Why did I hire you again?
you didn't. I volunteered. Big fan.
That means we don't have to split it with him, right? Since he volunteered.
Yeah, that's what I'm understanding. Why are you asking about payment if you volunteered?
Who said I had to get paid in credits?
I don't
Alpha
want to
has-
dissect that.
Alpha has not
okay.
stopped staring at Merlin
But
this entire time.
really,
just
I do
dead
need to get
stare.
paid in credits just because I'm volunteering. This mission is kind of out of my rank, so you guys need me.
I've run the analytics, and this is objectively not true.
I believe them.
What are we doing? What?
So are we outside the ship now? Or still in the
Not
ship?
yet. Just
No,
you've
still in the ship.
received that message, yeah. So, but it's just all you've received so far is just that message that about the payment.
So we need to unload our cargo into this docking bay? Is that
You've
what
already
I'm-
done that. Yep, you
Already
did that
done-
in the other docking bay. Yep.
Okay.
And then come around and we'll say that you transferred the 10,000 credits. This would be something that you'd be aware of, Dr. Thompson, already. And now you come over to wait in this other docking bay for any response on what you dropped off.
Okay. So we're just waiting right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
you haven't gotten any response though from anybody. From the time you've came in.
Once Coda finishes the chips, he's just gonna go over to a bench and like unsling his SMG and he'll start taking it apart and cleaning it, just to kill some time.
Is that necessary?
Nice SMG, bro.
Thanks.
You know, I have 2 of those back at home. Those are. Is that a small machine gun? Is that what it stands for? SMG?
No. You're technically my boss. Do I gotta interact with that kind of question?
I mean,
Yes, it's necessary. We can't. If this malfunctions, it could be life or death.
At the word
At least for me.
malfunction, little spark again shoots out of Alpha's
Wicked.
eye.
See, we don't want that to happen with this.
Dr. Thompson, you haven't really told us a lot about, like.
You have been
mission
briefed on the
and what we're
necessary
doing.
details.
Right, but like.
We have the proper permits. They have been approved by the proper authorities. There is nothing at your pay grade that you need to know.
All right, nice and concise. Not bad. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, first off, how many people were you able to hire? Like, I'm sure there was like a wait list of like 2,000 people just wanting to work with you, Dr. Thompson.
They were busy with, as you know, my supervisor is highly recognized, and many people prefer to work with him instead.
Who's your supervisor?
It doesn't matter. Let's just
I might
focus
know
on our
him.
task.
We might have rushed. We might have rushed Omega Alpha Chi together. I don't know.
You did not. There is no way in any shape of the universe, this dimension, or any other that you were on the same team with him.
I mean, wouldn't
As
really call
the-
it frat a team, but okay.
As the back and forth continues, you sit and you realize that you've been sitting here for quite a bit, and there hasn't been any response yet from the station.
Where are they?
Alpha walks in between Dr. Thompson and Merlin. I assume they were kind of in conversational distance, just like right in between the two of them, kind of brushing them to the side, no personal space, and goes over to wherever we're supposed to get the transmission, and will attempt to troubleshoot to see if something's wrong with the transmitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can go over there and it doesn't take you long, like right away you can tell it's functioning. You're just not getting any response.
Alpha, just wondering, like, do you know if like they need to come to us, or are we coming to them? Are we like, or is it kind of like that one Black Eyed Peas song? Are we like meeting them halfway?
She just looks helplessly at Dr. Thompson. I do not have programming to understand this.
I
Coda.
understand. It's
Cody,
fine.
do you like the Black Eyed Peas, huh?
No, I'm more of a Styx fan myself.
Coda, you're more familiar with this type of thing, I presume. Helping with deliveries. How does this usually go?
Would I know? Like, I'm guessing that the standard operating procedure would be wait, and if you don't hear anything, then maybe go in.
Yeah, generally, yeah, you would definitely assume that you're going to be receiving some sort of contact. You went in, you transferred in the cargo, the credits, and are just here to wait, and there should be something.
Yeah, I mean, all my experiences, we usually get something back at a decent rate. Maybe they've had some trouble with the cargo, or they're counting and double checking all the cargo, but a couple more minutes wouldn't hurt.
You know, I can't really wait here in this airlock forever. I've been eating these space Cheetos for like the whole trip, and I have to take a massive dump.
It sounds like you're volunteering to go check things out. This is what I like about you. You're always volunteering.
Anything for you, Dr. Thompson? All right. Todd, do we know if we need to like suit up to go out, or is it just kind of like
You'll be
it just
in, no, you'll
connects
be
to,
in like a, we'll say that the docking bay is pressurized and whatnot, where you could get in and you could deboard.
Are we
head in.
docked to a thing? Sorry, like I might have missed that.
You're docked
Okay.
in the station. Yep.
Great.
Yeah. So you can see before you. There is an entrance way. Looks like to go deeper into the station.
I mean, guys, come on. It's perfectly good space station. It's not sus at all. Just come along. I can like lead the way. I can like hold your hand there, Dr. Thompson, if you want.
I am perfectly capable, thank you. Let me grab my briefcase.
I would like to have my hand hold. I appreciate when humans have contact with me.
Wicked. Nice. Yeah, I'll definitely show you some companionship. Give her here.
Please wash your hands.
And I just cover her hand, Alpha's hands with like that thick Cheeto dust. Some of it like kind of like in balls. Some of it's just like dry dust.
I don't know if it's thick enough to prevent the shock from her hand, as like the entire palm of your hand is like one of those like fun buzzers, and it's just like a little like.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So-
Well, oops. Sorry.
I'm a
dude.
little broken sometimes.
Aren't we
The
all?
two of you head off and head towards the entrance of this station, and you go check that out. It looks like it should be a door that it probably will open up based on proximity, but it's not opening. You give it a check and a quick look, and you realize that it's locked down.
Are there any codes or?
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be a side panel that you could try and access.
I'm gonna just kind of lean up against the wall, kind of arms crossed, just kind of waiting to be like asked to do something.
Alpha, can you look into this?
Yes, I can. Her eyes just peel back wide, and she begins to stare even more intently at this panel and will attempt to I don't know if I need to hack it or just try it. Like, is it the equivalent of like trying the door before you break it?
So, go ahead, and you do have hacking, right?
I do.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll hacking with intellect. So you'll be adding 15 to that score for a total of 72. So you got to roll under 72.
Okay. And which dice do we use for this stats?
D100.
All right. Here we go.
Good luck.
Thank you. That's not a D100. Hold on. That would be bad. So I have a 53 on the die.
Okay.
And then what am I adding to it?
Nope, you're good.
Oh, perfect.
You add your bonus to your score. So you had you started at 57 and then you're using your hacking skill, so you add 15 points to that. So your target number increases, giving you a wider range to roll under. So that is a success.
Gotcha.
So you go up there, and this is easy work for you. You tap into the console system and are able to just bypass and the door opens up wide before you. Jamie
Alpha,
and Coda,
fantastic.
Jamie and Coda, are you both behind them, I assume? Everyone's together?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alpha, you should just really let the humans try it out first. Just, because I could have done it like first try and I kind of like get close to Alpha and I kind of whisper in their ear like, I'm trying to impress Dr. Toms. Just
Do you need my help?
no, just I'm trying to look good. Just
I will help you look good.
you're the best wing android I've ever had. Thanks. And I extend my knuckles out for a little
She
fist bump.
punches your knuckles as hard as she can.
Nice, dude.
Alpha, give me a strength check. Strength roll. Or actually, you know what? No. Merlin, give me a body
Yeah.
save.
But yeah. It's 31 here. Someone gonna guess. That's critical success with a 22.
Nice. All right. And that's the other thing I will mention. Doubles are critical. And then if you're under, it's a critical success. Over, it's a critical fail. So any doubles. All right. So yeah, you, for some reason, she goes and punches out at you. Maybe you react to it or something. And yeah, you just kind of pull back. Maybe give the octopus, the... over
Yep.
the hand, and it helps absorb the impact there.
I think Alpha's playing, so like I twist them around, almost like a dance move, and then I dip them, and then as I dip them, I look over at at Dr. Thompson, and I go, and I pull it back up.
Alpha says, I am helping already. And with the dip, I imagine like their foot went up a little bit and like sparks are shooting out of the toes.
Oh gosh.
I lean over to Coda, who I imagine I'm like walking in pace with. I like that you're quiet.
They don't pay me to talk very much.
Noted.
The speechlessness might come from another area as you all step into the station, as you immediately are welcomed to a hallway full of dark, broken lights. Here and there, the lighting is broken in different places, sparking, flashing, flickering. You see scorch marks along the wall, bullet holes along the wall, as well as blood smeared about. Go ahead, everyone, give me fear checks. That's 2 not good reactions.
Who's starting first? Who's?
Coda, did you roll?
Yeah, I got a 9.
A 9, so a success. Okay. And Alpha?
Alpha's trying to know what dice to roll for what.
D100. Always D100.
Oh, well, there we go. That's easy.
Just under your fear save. Oh, you know what? Everyone is at disadvantage because there is an android nearby.
Oh,
Thanks,
yeah.
Alpha.
Yeah, I have to mess you guys
Hey.
up.
That was less, so I got a 9.
What's the other roll?
A 3.
Oh, nice. Okay. Alpha, did you have your roll?
So I rolled a 100, but I recall you said
0-0?
Yeah.
That's a critical success.
Ooh.
So, fantastic. All right. Merlin.
I'm not gonna roll for the second time because I got a critical failure. So
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Same.
Yeah?
I rolled a
Crit fails?
55.
Oof. All
Wait,
right.
what's your fear goal?
24.
Oh my gosh. Wait. Oh yeah, I failed. Yeah, critically.
All right. So, Coda, you're taking 1 point of stress for succeeding. And for the others, let's go ahead and Merlin and Dr. Thompson, go ahead and roll 1d10 and cut that in half.
So, do we round down or round up for odds?
Let's round up.
I got a 4, so half is
2.
2, so
Okay.
now I'm at 4 stress, I believe.
Yes. And Dr. Thompson?
I'm at 5 now.
Okay, so +3?
Mm-hmm.
All right, update those. Okay. You come into this hallway and just immediately see the scene of chaos and maybe start to wonder, is this why you haven't gotten any response? The hallway extends forward, and you do see that it splits and cuts off to the right, and then also continues forward into a room. And you do see a label against the doorway before you that says mess hall.
Do we see any tools scattered around? Like any flashlights or...
Not in the
Nothing,
immediate area.
okay.
Nope.
What's the general lighting look like?
The what?
The general, like the lighting of the area look like? Is it like flashing reds, or is it still pretty?
No, it'd be like white fluorescent, whatever, but it's shot out here and there, flickering, broken. Yeah.
Immediately, I'm gonna go down to my drone, Gizmo, and Todd, will Gizmo have like sort of, I imagine like a flying drone,
Yeah.
like a circular disc. Does it have a flashlight on it, or like some sort of lamp?
Yeah, I'll say it will. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay, I go and activate and turn on the android. It rises, maybe about like waist level.
Okay.
And I now have like a an arcing beam of light to like look around.
Okay, yeah, there's definitely light in here to help. It's dark, but that definitely increases and just makes it that much better.
Alpha will sidle up to Dr. Thompson and say, "Watch Merlin do this."
Okay.
I mean,
Wow.
this is we're kind of like I'm not sure what kind of party happened here. They must have partied really hard last night. Coda, with your SMG, you mind just like leading the way?
Well, let's go to the mess hall and see if there's anybody in there.
Right, get a bite to eat. I like it. Yeah.
If as we're walking, I'm scanning, does it look like the bullets came from a certain direction? Like the bullet holes and the markings of that nature? Like, can I tell trajectory?
Trajectory?
Yeah.
They're kind of all over the place. Yeah, not really any.
There's no organization. Scattered fire. Probably some sort of panic.
Human bodies move in strange ways when they are afraid.
I'm sure there's a reasonable explanation for all this.
Yeah, I'm with Dr. Toms. Yeah.
Do I have the ability to tell what type of blood this is? Is this human blood or else otherwise?
If you had some equipment to test it, you could, yeah. I don't think you had anything like that.
I have a pen knife.
Yeah.
I guess I'll take a scraping with my pen knife and put it in a compartment and save it for later.
Okay. Yeah. Could be some facilities on board to utilize that. So heading into the mess hall?
Yep.
Okay. So you do head into that room.
I am walking like really close to Coda.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one person that Coda is like probably keeping, almost not necessarily hip to hip to, but it would be Dr. Thompson because that's where the money is. So.
Okay. So you do you slowly enter into that mess hall. The door, you're able to slide that open, and again, ransacked, sketchy lighting. You can see like at one time it would have had orderly tables, tables and chairs and whatnot, but yeah, just thrown, shoved aside. Again, there is more trails of blood, and you do see that it looks like some leads to and from this back area of the room that looks probably like a back food storage or something.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think we should just get back on the ship and just like
No.
dip, potato chip.
We need to make sure that the cargo is accepted effectively.
Right.
Doctor, do you know what the cargo is?
Yeah, what's the cargo?
That is, as I said, above your pay grade. It is classified information.
Okay. Coda, you don't really, you're like the military guy here. You kind of have like say here. I feel kind of stressed out right now. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I don't know how much power you think I have. She's technically my boss on this one, Merlin.
Yeah, but like you're like the one with like the gun or whatever, man.
Having a gun doesn't mean that you use it to gain power, son.
I know that quote. Socrates.
I'm
Nice.
going to pretend like this whole mutiny situation isn't happening.
No mutiny whatsoever. I'm just saying, like Dr. Tom's like, you're the leader. Lead us. Tell us what to do.
See, in this circumstance, I believe I should default to our military friend here who has...
dude, that's what I was saying the entire time.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Merlin, you have a drone, correct?
Yeah, its name's Gizmo.
Would you mind sending your drone into the room, into that storage room over there?
I would like to think that Merlin kind of has a sort of like VR glove where I can kind of command it like with it, and I start to slowly drift Gizmo out towards the back room storage area.
Absolutely. So you stand there in the room and you see the drone lift up and float away into...
Before we go into it, does Gizmo have like some sort of camera where I can kind of like see it on...
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
We'll say that. Absolutely. So yeah, little display on your wrist there, and you just see it comes up, monochromatic, but it definitely shows what it's looking at, and it flies through, and you get into this, you end up following this trail of blood into this back room, and you see these storage, there's shelving, and then what you assume to be like refrigerated containers, refrigeration, things like that, torn open. There's just wrappers of food and equipment just all over the place.
What do you see?
Yeah, we're gonna need like a janitor here on aisle 5, like stat, man. It's trash.
Is there anybody in there?
Nada.
Help, please help, please.
Do we
You
all
hear
hear
from
this?
somewhere within the station, you hear this cry of help. And then just silence. Everyone make fear saves once again, please.
All at disadvantage.
At disadvantage, yes.
Alpha is
Not
standing
you.
awkwardly close to everyone.
Alpha, not you at disadvantage.
Off-putting uncanny eyes.
Is disadvantage the higher of the two rolls, correct? Or the lower of the two?
The higher.
The higher. Okay, cool. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. 82 for Coda.
Unless you
rolled
got a...
0, but it's a disadvantage.
I'm so sad. I got a critical success, and then I lose by just 1, so it's a failure.
I have a 78.
78 in fear, and that is...
That saves.
It still saves? Man,
I have an 81.
Ridiculous. Dr. Thompson
48, so I fail.
failed. Okay, so everyone that failed gained 1 point of stress. I've got 6 for the doctor, 5 for Merlin, 4 for Coda. Alpha still at 2.
Alpha, cool as a cucumber in the middle of the group, just kind of like making that uncanny direct eye contact with everyone.
As
Is
you come in-
it okay? Human voices?
Who's out there?
Quiet.
Hello?
There
any
is a
response?
doorway that you came in, and then opposite of the room there is another doorway. You do see.
Was the voice very far away?
It felt not super far away, but definitely not very close.
Alpha will yell louder. Hello? Do you require life assistance? I think we need to investigate.
Yeah, I totally agree.
How far can your drone go?
You know, great question. I would like to only really assume it can only really be what's after close, Todd, in terms of mothership distance.
It's kind of like nearby.
Yeah.
I forget specifically, but yeah.
like let's just say like 30 feet away from me.
Equipment drone can 10 meters high. Far away is what it can go.
Oh, you know, I've really decked out Gizmo here. I can go like all the way, like anywhere here in the ship. I can just stay here, no problem.
So far away is roughly 20 to 100 meters.
Yeah, like 20 to 100 meters. You know, I use the metric system.
So do I.
Merlin is
Yeah,
very
we
smart.
use that.
Very, very smart.
You flatter me, Alpha.
Do you want to send that out ahead and see if you can find whoever this is?
Well, what if they're like dying right then and there? My drone can't really do first aid. I mean, we could follow it a little bit
Merlin,
behind.
you didn't want us to yell out because you were scared. Now I'm trying to compromise with you, and
All I gotta say is that Gizmo is actually worth a lot of credits, and I don't want it to get like banged up against a door.
then let's all go. Let's all go.
All right, let's all
and
go.
find out.
But I'll have Gizmo like just like trailing a little bit in front, you know, like a little loyal drone dog, just kind of like going for a walk.
You could also probably tie a rope to it.
You
That way we can
know
see exactly
what, dude? Coda, dude. I go in for a hug.
Yeah, no.
Coda, man, dude. Right idea. And I actually go to my pack and I pull out my paracord and like, just so you guys know, I know how to tie some killer knots. I went to boys camp. I know how to tie some killer sailor knots. And I tie it to like a little ringlet on Gizmo. And now it's like a floating drone dog.
Brilliant. Hopefully the person hasn't bled out while you did that.
Where do you want to go, boy? And I'm just moving it.
I'd turn to Dr. Thompson. I'm sorry I brought that up. It was a horrible idea.
It's fine.
And we're gonna go towards that door opposite the mess hall, I think.
The other entrance. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So not the one you came in. All right. So you fly towards that. Are you letting the drone go to the extent of its range?
No, I'm pulling it in. I'm not letting it go the full amount. I kind of want to have it be pulled in. I would say I want it nearby distance to us. So I'm extending the paracord maybe, I don't know, 30 feet out.
Yep. That's nearby. That's about 30. Yep. So
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, it's a little bit out, and it leads out. So it heads into that hallway. You go through that door opposite where you came in for the mess hall, and it leads into another hallway. Again, some signs of this, just disarray, this conflict with more scorch marks, bullet holes, some blood, damaged lighting. And then straight across the hall, it goes straight across to what looks like another room. And it does have a label above the door that says crew quarters. And then the hallway does turn and goes deeper into the station.
To the right or to the left?
It would be to the right.
Yep.
So assumingly meeting up maybe to another hallway with that where it turned off when you first came in. So like a hallway that would go around the outside of the mess hall.
And Alpha hear any sounds of distress?
You don't hear anything at this point, no.
Is the door in front of crew quarters, is that locked?
It doesn't seem locked, no.
I would like to think that Gizmo doesn't have the capability to like push stuff.
Right.
So it's gonna hover in front and expose the crew quarters sign. If we heard a voice, it might have came from here.
Maybe. It was. Would we have heard it through this door?
I don't know. I just got normal human ears. So, up to you, Coda. What are we doing?
Can I scan the area to see if I see any air vents or anything like that?
Yeah, you look about, and there certainly are. You see the large grated panels here and there, in different sections. Some, on the upper like ceiling part, and then some come off of some walls.
Are any of them opened or broken at all?
No.
I mean, your guys' guess is as good as mine at this point. Merlin, you said you wanted a chance of cracking open a door.
Well, I mean, dude, like, the dude might be like anywhere here on the ship. We should just like check all the rooms, dot all our T's, cross all of our I's. So
You also said you needed to relieve yourself. This would be a good opportunity so you can continue impressing Dr. Thompson.
Ever since we entered in here, Alpha, I completely forgot about it. Thank you for reminding me. I will take a deuce once all of this is resolved.
Noted.
Right on. Yeah.
Just for clarification, the voice you heard did sound feminine.
Okay,
Oh,
thank you.
oh, nice.
Let's try this room. If nothing else, perhaps it gives us a clue of what's going on.
Does it appear to be locked by any kind of mechanical
No.
means?
No. Who wants to open it?
Well, if I am like the drone, I can assume the role of scout, and Alpha will just walk awkwardly forward. It's kind of like it's like a stride, but like not completely in control of all the limbs. So like sometimes the limbs just like jerk in weird ways with like a unsteady gait, and there's just always sparking at various points of her frame. And she'll walk up to the door and just with both hands just do a huge shove very unnecessarily to open the door.
And it does, yeah. Just with a heavy thud, it swings in, and most of the doors they go in the frame, so you just like shove it to the side. But yeah, like heavily, just kind of swings open, and you enter in. You see the crew quarters, this large room that has different small individual rooms on either side, dotting this other interior section of the station. You can see names that are their labels on to the side of their private doors that go in as well, mentioning all the assumed crew of the station as well.
Hello? Someone need help?
Call out and listen, and there's no response.
Does it look like people were here recently?
You can see a few doors down. There is the door into that specific corridor does look to be somewhat forcefully entered in, and there is some like dirt and broken pots, some remnants of like a plant pot on the ground. All the others, though, just seem to have closed doors.
Are we all here in the crew's quarters right now, or is it just Alpha? Are all the rest of us outside in the hallway?
Yeah, I would say probably Alpha, just the first one to enter, so.
Okay. Alpha, just, it might be a big room. A lot of people might be sleeping in here, so you want us to come with to help you search out the room, or like what?
If you wish to come, but you might have bodily harm if there is something to harm you in here.
Nah, we'll be fine.
Let's
We'll
go.
be fine. Yeah, and I'll just step right in and just.
Who's the last one into the room?
I was gonna stay in the doorway. Like I wasn't gonna step in. I was gonna kind of keep watch from the doorway.
Alpha, you step into the room and in there. Dr. Thompson and Merlin, you step in, and Coda, as you're on lookout, you're just kind of like scanning around. You hear a whimpering, and you turn and look down the hallway, and where the hallway it comes at you, because then it comes at you and splits a little bit to go to the mess hall and crew quarters. You see a shadowy individual there. Looks to be a little bit longer hair. It's tough to see as the light flashes in and out. Looks to be a little bit of a feminine individual there, just kind of whimpering, and then just like disappears, like pulls back and disappears from view.
No, please.
Yo, Merlin.
Yeah, what's going on, Codes?
I need Gizmo for a sec.
Yeah, man. You want the glove too? Really easy to handle.
No, I'm not. No, I don't do tech stuff. That's why we have you two. I
step back over to the hallway.
Can you just send it right down to the intersection real quick? Do a quick.
Yeah, man. Do you want me to like take off the leash or what?
No, here, I'll hold on to the leash. You.
All right, here you go. All right, full sending it. I'm gonna go ahead and just start moving it forward. Full send.
Flies out, goes out of the room, turns the corner there, comes down to the end, to the hallway. So the hallway then goes, back towards the docking bay and then deeper into the station. Are you looking one way or the other, or continuing on?
Anything.
So as it turns, so it looks and it turns back towards the direction of where the entrance would be, say to the right, and there's nothing down that way. And then as you turn back around, just as you turn around, there's this large, like shadowy object just covers the entire screen, and just the feed just goes completely out, and you feel a heavy tug on the rope.
Whoa!
And then it goes limp.
I'm gonna reel Gizmo in.
Dudes, Dr. Thompson, Alpha, something happened to Coda down the hallway.
You roll that rope in, and you realize there's no resistance on this thing. And eventually, you just see this rope has been severed, and there's nothing at the end of that rope. Let's do sanity saves all around.
Are we close enough to Alpha to get the disadvantage, Merlin and I?
I'm not anywhere near you. I'm next to the doctor and
Oh, like you guys. So
Alpha.
I'm in the door, and you guys are all in. So I'm away from them. Technically.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't think you're close to Alpha.
It's plus it's sanity, not fear, so there's no disadvantage.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
Yeah.
Alpha just drags
let's-
you down on everything.
Yeah, would you be near to see Dr. Thompson, you're inside, right?
Mm-hmm.
With okay, so you're kind of watching and see that this thing
Yeah.
something happens there.
we're
so,
all in the
okay.
crew quarters.
Let's do just hold your rolls. Because I think it would be Coda, it'd be sanity for you. Now I'll just keep it sanity, sorry. What do we got?
36.
Pass or fail?
10
Pass.
for me. Wait, if I roll a 10 and then I roll a 0 on my D10, is that a 20 or is that a 10? I always forget.
That's a 10.
It's
That's
a 10,
yeah.
10, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so pass, and Merlin?
I got a failure with a 60.
Okay, and then
Alpha fails with a 91.
A fail with a 91. Oof. Okay, so take a point of stress, Alpha. The Teamster failed. Sanity. It's only... Okay, the scientist,
Yeah.
you succeeded, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're good there. So, all right, so I have 6 stress for Dr. Thompson, 6 for Merlin, 3 for Alpha, and 4 for Coda. Okay.
What was
Dude,
that?
I don't know, but I think Coda just like wrecked my newest toy. We should go over there like right now.
Coda, what
Alright.
happened?
I saw what looked to be a female figure in the hall. The lights kind of blinked in and out, and they were gone. I had Merlin here send Gizmo down the hall. I don't know what you saw, Merlin, but it came back, and I'll hold the end of the rope. That's. Is it cut, or is that clean cut, or is it like frayed and?
Yeah, it's more frayed. Yeah.
So it's like pirates, right? It's just seems like this outpost has been taken over.
Is there anything of value here?
You can go ahead and look around. There's quite a bit. There are
I did want to look at the plant.
there's 10 total quarters in here that you could go and dig around if you want.
We also didn't really get a good thorough look at the crew's quarters. Well, at least we know that's safe. Can we just like get back in there and just kind of talk
That's what
things
I
through
was-
right now?
Yeah. I'll close that main door.
Right,
there.
everyone get in. Everyone get in.
All right. So you do, and there's enough of them. There's like a manual lock that you could go ahead and engage if you want. Coda allow you some time to explore the quarters there. So as I said, there's quite a bit available. Dr. Thompson, as you go towards that one that was seemed to be cut through, you do pass one that says Dr. Diana Gallagher, head xenobiologist, and that would be a name you would recognize. Contact that you know of here on the station that would be somewhat part of the transaction that you're here after.
I will go into her room.
Okay. So you are able to enter that in and enter in there, and you see, it's small and assuming. There's a bunk, a little desk, things like that. There's a picture few pictures there. Looks like of family there. There's a specifically one that looks like a younger girl, potentially a daughter, and just a few other knickknacks, things like that. Nothing really that sticks out.
You said there was a desk?
Yeah, a small little desk. That'd be where like the photos sit.
I'm gonna thumb through everything on the desk if I can find any loose paper or anything.
Nothing really of note there. Yeah, doesn't think of anything like that. No.
Are there any terminals in here? Anything that's like data, electronically accessed data?
Terminals,
here in
no.
the-
Nope.
No.
Dr. Thompson, I'll say that you do notice that on the photo, there is like the younger girl's photo. It does look like there's a little number written on that. It looks to be like a birth date.
What is it?
12/3/92.
And just to clarify, Todd, is Dr. Thompson here with us in the crew's quarters, or is she off in like another room that belonged to this doctor?
Yeah, so you're in the crew quarters, and then she is in a sub room that's just the small little.
In the crew quarters. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, understood.
Yeah.
And that's not the same room as the broken flower pots.
Correct. That
Dr.
one
Gallagher's?
was another one down. Yep.
I think Alpha would have investigated that room because she noted it as kind of anomalous, and the other ones were kind of,
So you head to that
not
next
messy.
room, and you see the name above that says Big Al Vasquez. And underneath the title says Station Manager.
Oh,
And
good.
you can see
Managers
that
bring order.
the door looks like it was cut through by like a hand welder or something. Like this was forcibly busted into. And then you see that there's those broken pots, spilled dirt, and you see in the chaos as well a book.
I think Alpha would say, as she says, managers bring order, and she just starts glitching out as she looks at the cut on the door, and then moves forward and picks up the book. Does it have a title?
It does. It says Spacer's Green Thumb.
I think she will stand there glitching for a little bit, saying over and
Whoa,
over
whoa,
again,
whoa.
holding the book.
Alpha, you doing okay? Hold
Hold
on. I'm gonna go ahead and just crack my knuckles and get my drill out, my little mini drill, and attempt to do sort of like a reset on Alpha using my I have skills, my mechanical repair. That or
Okay.
computers, whichever one you see more fit.
Are they both the same skill level?
No, mechanical repair is a plus 15.
Plus 15. Okay. I would say. Oh, sorry. Mechanical is off of industrial, right? I put industrial twice.
It is.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. I think listening to Alpha, it seems a little bit more of a computer type issue.
Okay.
So yeah, go ahead and give a computer intellect.
20 plus 15. Okay. That is going to be a 21, which will be a success, I believe.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, you head over and just try and you think that you notice a few things that may be out of alignment or something, and it seems to snap Alpha out of the repeated glitch.
Book. This book is for gardening. Here.
I turn around to Coda and Dr. Thompson. Yeah, I'm kind of like a handyman, you know. Anyway.
That's why we brought you on the team.
Yeah, but I kind of do it all.
He did this one thing, Dr. Thompson, and it helped me.
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
Wow.
What?
Anyway,
What about this book shut you down, Alpha?
Yeah.
It was a thing of beauty in a place full of danger.
Nice.
Can I take a look at it?
Of course. Alpha hands the book over to you.
Is it anything odd?
No,
Okay.
nothing peculiar at all. Just a gardening book.
As Dr. Thompson kind of rifles through the book. I'm gonna lean over to Coda. Yo, man, just checking in. Like, you know how to use that thing, right? And I point down to the his SMG.
Yeah.
You actually have like bullets in there?
I unload the magazine, show him, pop the one out of the chamber real quick, put it back in the magazine, put it back in, and load it.
All right, just because what you described and what I saw on the feed, it don't look too good, man.
I think we need to keep our wits about us and just continue looking for clues.
I'm gonna do a quick glance of all of the rooms. Does it look like one of them was some sort of, like, did they have a designated security guard? I guess would be the best word for it.
Okay. Yeah. So actually, yes. Next, you do see a head of security, Alex Petrov. There is a door for that, and not just going around the rest of them. You see a room for Dr. Elias Nedry, xenozoologist, Darian Jones, maintenance, Claire Parker, station admin, Xander Gould, security, Sophie Garcia, technician, Dr. Ren Lee, xenobotanist, and finally Dr. Holly Weir, research assistant.
I want to investigate any of the xenobiology rooms.
So you head over first to Dr. Elias Nedry's, the xenozoologist, and head inside. And again, that same unassuming room as the others. Not really much in here, but you dig around and you do find a document, a note that looks to be an official reprimand for ignoring safety protocols.
Safety protocols in like a research setting or in just a general behavior setting?
The reprimand doesn't really specify.
Useful.
Just a warning.
Yeah.
Does Alpha have access to like an internet, for lack of a better term? Like, can I search I'm interested in searching for Dr. Thompson's background without asking Dr. Thompson directly.
I would say no.
Science background. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Not a connection. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do a quick sweep on. I got like a few of them. Damian Jones and Sophie. I'll take a quick sweep through their bunks, and then also if there's anything that is related to androids, I would like to just take a quick sweep. Whoever was in charge of that.
Okay. Back to finishing up with Dr. Thompson. There was one other. So the xenobotanist, Dr. Ren Lee. Digging around, you do find looks like a novel that was being written but unfinished, and a special pen to work in 0G.
I will take the pen.
Okay. Merlin, you said Darian Jones, which is maintenance. You head in there, and looks to be found a gambler, as there's some playing cards, poker chips, and you find a credit stick.
Credit stick? Okay. Do I know what this is?
Yeah, you would know what it is. Yeah.
What is it?
It like a debit card type thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Since I was kind of alone, I'll just stash it away real quick. Can I like see like a number on it? Like, can I?
Yeah, you could let's say you have like something to check the balance quick.
Yeah.
15,000 credits.
I am going to discreetly tuck it away into my underwear. I'm gonna just stuff it right in there.
All right. Survivor idol. Okay.
Yeah.
So, heading over to the technician, Sophie, dig around that. You find some pain pills, a tattoo gun, and an art book.
I'll take the pain pills and I'll take the art book. I will leave the tattoo gun.
Okay.
There.
While
And
Merlin is searching, Alpha will walk up behind Dr. Thompson. So the next time Dr. Thompson turns around, I want Alpha to be like right over Dr. Thompson's shoulder. Just like very, very close.
Alpha. What is it? What did you find?
Do you have an interest in xenobotany?
Of course, that is my specialty.
Did you know these individuals?
I'm familiar with most of them. Mainly, and I gestured towards the room you told me who I knew her. I didn't write the name down.
Gallagher, Diana Gallagher.
I'm mostly familiar with Diana Gallagher and her work.
She will continue staring at you. Little sparks of electricity come out of her eyes, and she just blinks them away. Interesting. Just does not move back at all.
Did you have a question?
Not at the present time.
Then why don't you continue searching for clues?
Of course. The biggest clue is the girl visage that destroyed Gizmo.
Yes, see, I don't quite know if that's exactly what happened.
Should we investigate?
I think we should investigate in a different direction.
Is this a metaphor?
Yes.
The sparks come back, and like you see just like a little twitch. I do not process metaphors well.
Right. I'm saying that I am not sure I believe Coda saw what he thinks he saw.
You do not believe that there is a danger on this vessel?
Oh, no. I'm sure there's a danger. I'm just not sure it's as Coda describes. I believe he saw that, I believe he believes he saw that, but I'm not quite sure if that adds up.
Sometimes I like when humans make things up. Sometimes it is far from the truth, and sometimes it is the truth.
Is this a metaphor?
Maybe. Alpha sparks again. Hurts.
Coda is going to go to the 2 security rooms and then hit maintenance as well.
Okay. So, head of security, you head in there and find some protein powder, set of dumbbells, maybe a little workout, and you do find a small stun gun.
Cool. Stun gun. Awesome.
And then in the other security officer's room, you find some pet food and a small little habitat for something like a hamster or gerbil. But that
Space hamster.
it is empty. The habitat is empty.
Okay. Empty as in like the lid was opened, or something smashed through it, or it was like how it defined empty.
Yeah, the lid is like actually, sorry, more of like a knocked over and pulled away. Yep.
Okay.
What was the other one you said? I think that's almost everything.
The maintenance.
So Merlin went into maintenance. That was the credit stick and stuff there. Yep. I think everything. Yeah, there's not.
Yeah, cool.
There's honestly not much else. I mean, you check out the other doors. There's nothing really of significance from the rest of the from that. So you continue to look at that stuff, and at that point, there's a loud thud at the door behind you, closed, and you look. And you do see there's like a window that does open up on the other side. And you once again see, Coda, you see that female face now a little bit better as it looks into the window. And just knocking on the door. Run! Run! And then it just disappears. Dr. Thompson, you recognize that individual as Dr. Gallagher.
Oh my god.
Go ahead, everyone. Give me panic checks all around. D20, you want to roll over your stress.
That's the one with the other dice. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my advantage here, my trait, for this one.
Okay.
Rolled over. We're good.
15 for me, yeah, rolled over.
Okay.
Rolled over.
Over as well.
Okay. All right. Do take a point of stress all around.
Do I have to call my shot there? Did I just like waste it? Because I only rolled once and then I saw it. Do I have to like call it before I roll?
No, you don't. So you can hold on to that.
I can hold
Yeah.
on to it. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. So, okay. So, yeah, you just witnessed something come up. Dr. Thompson, you immediately recognize that it's this, not, she looks a little, definitely disheveled as well as she was up against that window before she disappeared.
That's no metaphor.
No, it's not. I think we should leave. We should.
I would agree. And I'm
But
gonna
what
hand-
about the cargo, Dr. Toms?
I believe we have had a shift in priorities.
I mean, Dr. Toms, I read about you all over. You're supposed to be like the bravest doctor, like in the whole galaxy.
No. I don't recall ever adhering to that.
And you're just telling me now that you're just gonna just be scared of just whatever that thing was? Dude, Coda has an SMG.
You are welcome to go and investigate ahead
You're
of
not
us.
who I thought you were. Why are you
Good.
so scared?
And I'm just gonna like ignore you and look at Coda. Coda, with your military prowess and adherence to strategy, how do we go deeper into the ship and look for an alternative place to hide, or should we try to backtrack?
We're not very far from the ship, so it makes sense to get back to the ship. Also, and I'm going to hand her the stun gun.
Oh, thank you.
We could go back to the ship. It said to run. I don't think we're kind of boxed in here, so regardless, we need to get out of here.
While the humans are talking, Alpha will do the jerky walk up to the window where the face was and just smash her face against the glass and peer out and see if she can see anything.
It's
You
just
look
like,
out, and it's so you see across to the other door where you came in from the mess hall, and then you try to peek side by side. You can only see the extent of the vision that goes that way, and you just see the hallway. There's not really anything that you can make out with that narrow field of vision.
I'm imagining like SpongeBob eyes where it just goes and then just
Yes.
curves.
If she could, she would. Yeah, without removing her face from the glass, she just says kind of muffled, "The coast is clear."
Okay.
Well, I'll get,
I'm gonna just have a quick little aside here with Alpha. Hey, Alpha, I dabble a little bit in androids, and I know you're the first of your kind, but I don't know how you work. You're an Alpha. Can I transfer you into another, android if things go sour here?
It's not in my programming. I was the first and the earliest.
I think this conversation is perhaps better for another time.
Sorry, Dr. Toms. I'm just saying that if all of us are just get shredded up right now, I would want something or someone to tell our story.
Dr. Thompson, Merlin is so brave. Wow.
Yeah, I am. Something that Dr. Toms is not. Am I right, Alpha?
So,
Right.
Coda, you did say that whatever this was, was it the way we came?
I mean, yes, but there's no way out that I can see, so we have to push forward.
Okay. Did we find any flashlights or any other gear or equipment in here?
I'll say there's you find at least 2 flashlights.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay.
I'll take a flashlight.
Yeah.
Who wants the other one?
Can I fashion one onto my SMG real quick?
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take the other. Can we? Oh, we haven't found. Never mind.
I'm gonna loop back around and just grab that tattoo gun because now I know that there is a presence. Yeah. Could I try to jury rig it onto Alpha's arm?
The tattoo gun.
Yes. I'm guessing it's like a needle point, right?
Yeah.
I don't have jury rig skill, but I have mechanical repair and computers. I don't know if I can take any of that.
Yeah, Alpha, are you gonna allow this?
What would Merlin say to Alpha?
Hey, you're like broken bits. I think
am
like
built this way.
there's no way you're built like this on purpose. But like
This was the intention, yes.
to be built imperfect?
To be the first. Zzz.
Okay. I have this thing here. I don't know how useful it could be, but maybe when you punch something, you can just like drill a little, a little ink into them. I don't know
Okay.
if you're down.
This is new, yes.
I can try to take it off, but that's not a guarantee. It's just so you know.
That's how Alpha got this. And Alpha will hold up one of her arms, and there's like a little bit of a salad spinner, like kind of to the elbow. Not very practical.
You're cool, you know that?
Alpha is room temperature.
I'm gonna go ahead and just try to fasten that on. Do I have to roll anything?
Yeah, go ahead. Give me, let's see, double check again. I'll say, yeah, you can do mech repair, and let's do intellect.
Intellect again? Okay.
So,
44.
yeah, 44.
That's gonna be a natural success, or that's gonna be a critical success with a, with an 11.
Awesome. Yeah, so you get it on there, you get it out, aimed the right way and everything, and Alpha, as it gets done fastening this, you just see where, clench up into a fist, and you have this very sharp needle of the gun that could definitely help cause some damage in a strike.
Alpha will go to flex, and it just kind of like shoots a little bit of ink out. Ready.
Good to go now.
Good to go.
Doctor.
I'm so glad we spent time on that.
Is that a metaphor?
Yes.
I'll,
Let's go. Alpha pushes the door open with the same strength that she mustered to get into this room.
Again, you unlock and slams to the side, and you go back into that dark, dimly lit hallway. That now you either go straight through to the mess hall or turn to the left to where it opens up to the hallway left or right.
I mean, going right is where our ship would be. We just follow that along, go back into the main lobby, head south. We're there. So, Coda?
I think that's the way to go. Get out of here as quickly as possible. The
Right.
entity said run, so we should run.
Let's slightly jog then. Oh,
You head down the hallway, down this initial hallway, and turn to the right to head out towards the docking bay to grab your ship. At the end of the hallway, where it then turns back to go towards that exit hallway, you do see something in the far distance down at the end. Slow, slithering black tendril. It seems like it was moving away, like out of view, towards where you are going. Go give me sanity saves all around.
dude, I don't know what's going on.
Dr. Thompson?
83, so failure.
Okay, take 1 point of stress. Merlin?
You said it was sanity, yeah?
Sanity, yes.
It's a critical failure. Well, I don't know why I keep rolling crits, dude.
All right, roll 1d10 and take half.
Of stress?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I just
It's a 9, so that's gonna be a 5. 5 stress.
Yeah. Okay, that puts you up to 12 stress. Alpha,
39, that's a fail.
that's a fail. For sanity?
Or
You should have-
sanit-
Yeah, you have a real
I-
high sanity, don't you?
I have.
Oh no,
a
your fear. Sorry,
17.
fear.
Yeah.
Fear is your high one. Sorry.
Yeah, fear's
And
my
then
buff.
Coda.
yeah, that was a crit fail for me with the 66.
Okay, so roll a d10.
Oh, wow. That's a 10?
Okay, so 5 points of stress. You are now at 10. And sanity save. Scientist, you failed, right? Did you say you failed that?
I did.
Okay, so everyone gets another point of stress just for that. So that
Including
gives,
me?
No,
Okay.
not additional. All right, so I've got 8 for Dr. Thompson, 13 points of stress for Merlin, 6 points for Alpha, and 11 for Coda. As you go in the pathway towards your ship seems to potentially be blocked as these strange, unnatural looking tentacles seem to be flowing away from the direction you need to go. And you stand here at the hallway looking left or right, wondering if you do go towards that, or maybe see if there's something deeper in the station to help you. Before we figure that out, I'm gonna go ahead and take a break.
Nice. Let's get out of here.
Good stuff so far. Bounce House, thank you so much for hanging with us. Fantastic crowd. We appreciate it. Hope you are enjoying this as much as we are. We are going to take a quick 10-minute break, so come back with us in 10 minutes. Take a break as well, and we'll see if this crew can survive Muto Station. So, see you all very soon.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Bounce House, hope you're back with us. We left off as our crew was exploring the crew quarters of the space station, and a door closed behind them after something else had seemingly come up and destroyed Gizmo, Merlin's drone. And then a figure slammed up against the door and called out, yelled, warned them to run away. Dr. Thompson, recognizing that individual as Dr. Gallagher, the head xenobiologist on the station, deciding that maybe they just need to cut their losses and leave, they turned to head towards the docking bay, unfortunately witnessing black tendrils waving, disappearing behind the turn of the hallway in the direction that they need to go. We come back as you all stand there at that T section, either going towards that site or potentially to the left, deeper into the station.
You all see that too, right?
Let's go back. We need to go back in, see if there is anything.
Like a
To help us.
flamethrower? Or like a bazooka?
Yeah.
Would not advise a bazooka being shot within a spaceship, but the flamethrower for sure would be a good start. Some sort of saw.
Alpha looks down at her arms and says, I don't think I have enough space for all of these.
Yeah, I mean, you could spin those tentacles, but I don't No. Let's just
Let's
get
go.
going. Let's go.
So where are you going? Deeper in the station?
Deeper in, yeah.
Yeah.
To find
Okay.
something.
So you turn the corner there, and you can see at the end of the hallway you'll come to another T section, and as you get there, left to right. To the left, there's markings on the wall to help direct you, and it says to the left, med bay. To the right, control and science.
Anybody scrapped up here?
Science, right?
I would think science would be the best bet. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
So
None of
let's
us
go right.
are. Yeah, none of us are injured. Let's just cut right.
Okay, so you cut to the right where it says you go towards control or science. So you head down that hallway, and it splits off. One hallway splits off to the right and goes to a longer hallway. It looks like there's a marking that says decontamination down at the end of that. The hallway that you're currently in, though, you stay in that and go past that. It does cut around to the corner to the left and then splits again. And then you see to the left is that control room, to the right is that science lab.
Keep going right.
Hold on, Dr. Thompson. If we cut right, I think we're gonna get closer to that thing. We just did, 3 right-hand turns. Who knows if the science lab is connected to where we just came out from, right?
That's usually not how these layouts work.
I think, Merlin, I think you're thinking towards the decontamination, I think is closer to that thing.
Yes. Okay, I
Okay.
see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. So you guys are going past that, and then you turn left.
Got it.
And,
Yep.
and then there's a T for either science or control.
I mean,
So yeah, which one of those 2 rooms do you want to go after? Science lab or control room?
science.
Well, does the control room have video cameras? Maybe we can see where it is. Maybe even perhaps isolate it, and then check in on science and see if there's any equipment or supplies that might help us.
Yeah. I don't know how much time we got, but we could also split up. Maybe you're in science because you're the scientist, and I don't know. Your guys'
If we
call.
do that, Code is coming with me.
I was gonna
I was
say,
gonna
Merlin and-
volunteer to be with you, Dr. Toms, but I'll take Alpha with me. Yeah, sure.
Merlin and Alfie, the 2 of you are tech people. That would probably be best
Yeah,
for you guys to go
just-
to comms and figure it out.
Yeah.
I'm trusting you with this, Merlin.
I have short range comms on my suit. Am I connected to anybody? Like, would Alpha be somebody? Does she have enough Wi-Fi?
I'll say
to-
yeah. The
Okay,
others,
so
however,
Alpha's
not.
Dr. Toms, I came here to volunteer for this mission. I ain't gonna fail you. And Alpha, let's hold hands.
The probability is a little worrisome, but yes, I will go. And the shocking grasp comes out again.
As we walk along.
Okay, so Merlin and Alpha, you are heading to.
Control? Yes.
Okay, and then Dr. Thompson and Coda to the science lab.
There is no way this could go wrong.
Correct. Yeah.
Wait, before we go, before we split up, y'all were searching around in those rooms. Does anyone have anything useful that they want to maybe get rid of and maybe pass on to us, or vice versa?
I
got
already
some-
gave the botany book.
You know what? Actually, and I'll hand over the hamster cage. If you
Rock
find
that
a
along.
hamster, yeah, I would have picked it up. Yeah, I like little critters. If you see a hamster, feel free to toss them in here.
Sure. Well,
Or like
I'll
a
just leave it
gerbil
there
or-
in between us, just so that way it's just
Yeah.
kind of a middle point.
Yeah, it's small. I guess
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can just pick it up with your hand.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Alright, we're
no,
good.
I'll take it. Let me just go. All right.
Can we go? Can we go? Or is this done?
All right, gang. Split up on 3.
I'm just gonna start walking.
3.
Yeah.
All right, let's go, Alpha.
You split in
1, 2,
your
3.
respective directions. Merlin and Alpha, you head towards the control room. Get to that door. Immediately find that it is locked. keycard access required.
Can I do any sort of general like command prompt stuff with my computer skill?
You could certainly try.
Is there aiding in this game?
Absolutely. So you'd
I
grant
would
them
like to use
advantage.
hacking abilities to help.
Is your hacking a second tier tree or is it a first tier?
It's a second tier tree.
Can I assist you instead?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. I think in the assist position, Alpha's mostly just like stabbing at you with the tattoo gun, and so we would probably switch, and Alpha will begin to tinker with the computer.
Okay. So you do step up to it. You're able to pry off the cover of that, get into the wiring, and start just connecting to that and trying to bypass this lock here. Go ahead, make a intellect roll with your hacking. So that'll be, oh man, a 57 plus that 15, 72.
Easy.
Wow. And do I roll twice?
Nope. Oh, sorry, you do because you have advantage.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So I will take the 12.
Okay. What was the other one?
52.
Okay. So, all right. Still just basically a success. All right. So you feel that you're having some success accessing this and going on. The only hang up is time. It's going to take time. You can do this, but it's probably going to take you a bit. Good 5 minutes or more.
Alpha would turn to Merlin. It is not easy, but I can do it. However, we risk bodily injury, death, attack, ambush. She will continue with synonyms for as long as you let her.
I'll go ahead and you wait here, Alpha. I'm gonna go and walk over to the others, see where they're at, and you just keep working on this. Does that sound good? Because
Battle, affront, accosting. She'll just keep going on with synonyms.
Wait right here, Alpha. Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna just sprint towards science while...
You turn around and head, and as you get to that, the split in the hallway, so you're like crossing that path of where the T-shaped hallway between the two rooms, the distance there, you hear muffled voices from back around where you came.
From where I just ran away from Alpha?
No, back around where you...
the bottom part of the T.
Yes.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a fear save as you hear that.
Am I close to Alpha to get the disadvantage here?
I will say no.
Okay. It's still low, it's a 22, so let me see here. That is 82, that's me a failure.
Take a point of stress.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that puts you at 14. Over to the science lab as Coda and Dr. Thompson, you head over towards that room, and the door does open. You are able to access that. You step inside, and you see that it does look like things are a little bit in disarray in this room as well. You notice immediately to the right, there's a large window, probably reinforced, that looks into what seems to be a clean room. It's currently a little bit dark in there. It's not really easy to see, but you can see, Dr. Thompson, you would just recognize that, the tables, the stainless steel and other things in there, the white tile, everything around. You definitely gather that this is a clean room in there. In this room, there are some terminals, some video terminals and things like that.
I think I'm going to immediately go to a terminal and see if I can suss out anything through email, whatever messaging service they use, whatever note-taking service they use.
Absolutely. So you go and you see some files, and there is an entry labeled specimen TS8XA12E, but it is password locked.
I will try 12392.
You enter that in, and it does unlock that.
Yes.
And with that, grainy footage comes up, and you see an individual in a lab coat handling this species, this creature, this organism, something. And you notice that this dark, small little kind of orbus object with small little tiny hair-like tentacles leaps out from the specimen. So there's the specimen there, and then something else leaps out of it and attacks the individual. It goes right to their head and seems to then like almost burrow into it. The individual, you can tell, you can't hear, there's no audio, but you can see like screaming likely in pain, hands up immediately. And then after a moment, it almost kind of like, he like glitches and then comes into a different stance and then turns and then starts attacking the other scientists in the room. Eventually you can see that there's gunshots that go out throughout the room going after to try and take this out from off camera. You can't see it. And then eventually the footage just stops there. Give me a fear save.
I believe that is a 50.
5-0?
Yep.
And that's a failure, yeah?
Yep.
Okay, roll 1d10.
7.
Take 7 points of stress.
Oh my god.
So you are up to 15. As you see this horrific scene play out before you of one of this technician, the scientist, and these others, something attack.
Coda, there's something here.
No shit.
No, I mean, they made something, or
What? You said earlier that our mission or what we were transporting was classified.
right.
So what were we transporting? I think at this point,
It doesn't
classification.
matter. Whatever happened here happened before we even arrived.
There are some other files on the terminal one giving a report of this specimen as well. It has that same identification number.
Here's some more information. I'll click through, but I'll like narrate it as I go through it.
Origin, typhus S8. ID, TS8XA12E. Analog, mammal, small. Inspection, multiple faces. Assembly of legs that do not seem to coordinate well. I question how this creature evolved. Strong possibility of novelty interest. Bioscans reveal multiple life forms. Potential symbiote? Redundant organs? Survivability? Further scans show a biomass connecting brain tissue. Nedry to attempt extraction and examination. You recognize the name Nedry as one of the scientists.
Nedry must have been the one who was attacked. The initial patient 0.
So whatever happened went from this creature to Nedry.
And it spreads. It seems as though it spread.
Okay. And I'm going to turn away real quick and I keep it tucked into my vest, and I'm just going to kind of glance real quick and my pamphlet. What's my pamphlet say about situations like this with parasitic infections? I'm going to do it so that way the doctor can't see me. I'm just going to kind of glance and see if I can get any information.
There's a few diagrams of some simple drawings of the body and pointing out to different parts and different things, but it's certainly there's not really anything there. You look at the pamphlet and you just flipping through it, flipping back and forth, hoping there's something there, and you're not seeing anything that would make any sense. Go ahead, give me a sanity save.
Right. Nope.
Merlin,
Oh,
you
hey,
come in.
that's a 4.
A 4, nice. Despite not having the information here on the pamphlet, you're able to just maybe think of something else. Like, okay, there's got to be an exclamation. I don't know what it is, but there's got to be something else. And Merlin, you come in and you see Coda there just frantically looking at something. The doctor over leaning over a terminal, looking a little frantic themselves.
What'd you guys find?
Where is Alpha?
Are you eating right now?
I eat when I'm stressed, okay?
Where is Alpha?
We found a control room.
Did you leave them?
No.
I trusted you. I trusted you. Oh my god.
Just
oh my
right
god.
down the
Where is
hallway.
Alpha? Oh my god.
They're doing some hacking. They're gonna be fine, okay? They had, they're processing some updates or whatever. When we get back, it's gonna be done.
What do you need?
Bada bing, bada boom,
What is
we're outta
going
here.
on?
Well, first off, hey, what's going on with you guys?
Hey, Alpha, how are you doing over there?
Yeah, come on, Dr. Toms, short range comms.
Alpha, you're tinkering away at the thing, and you do hear crackle in, and then you hear Coda's voice.
Offensive, strike, blitz, raid, ambush,
Just cover-
storm, pounce.
You mind if I just, Coda, hey, Alpha, it's us.
I'm just gonna kind of like manhandle Merlin a little bit. Like, yeah. What do you want? And why did you leave them alone?
We don't have much time here, Dr. Toms. Alpha's knowing what they're doing, and I just thought maybe you needed me over here for anything.
Push you.
Push me harder next time. Jeez. God. Fine, I'll go back. Are we just gonna head back as a group?
I glancing around, do I see anything else that might provide any help? A defense?
Nothing nope, not in the room. It's just, just the terminals pretty much, some empty tables, cabinets, things like that, And then otherwise, the only other thing is that window that looks into that clean room where you saw the footage of.
Can I, with all of the terminal, not with all the with everything I read on the terminal, as well as my skills, is there any way I could perhaps deduce or create a hypothesis of what this thing might be weak against?
Go ahead and give me a, let's see, what was your list? I'll say just as a freebie, intellect plus your background. Based on the report, it does seem somewhat organic.
Okay.
Or as they mentioned, potentially the symbiote aspect that it's combining with the organic, and very likely they're going to suffer the same,
Okay.
afflictions as you would. So, yeah.
I think flamethrower is still our best course of action if we can find one, but our even better course of action is to just stay away.
Understood.
So what do we do? Just try to outrun it for the foreseeable future, or
By the time we're back,
Leave it
to
distracted.
Alpha, control room will be open. We'll have some more options there.
let's head back?
Grab anything that's easily tossed. We don't know what kind of intelligence this thing has.
Yeah.
Anything that might make noise. Beakers that you can easily carry quietly, but toss to make a loud noise.
Okay. I got my space crunchies.
That's not what. Oh God, I'm gonna go. Is there like a thing of beakers on the shelf there, or like anything that I can grab?
Yeah, a few.
All right, I'll grab like 2 handfuls and sling my SMG real quick and grab like 2 of them and then just shove them both in his hand, and then I'll grab another one, then unsling my SMG and kind of hold it just at my hip.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a couple items too.
Sorry, you're just grabbing stuff to kind of make like racket, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just whatever.
To throw in the opposite direction.
Yeah. Okay.
Lots of glass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just be careful though. If we run back towards it, I mean, we can get shredded on our feet. I mean,
Let's go.
Yeah, let's just go. Yes,
You're
Dr.
not wearing
Thompson.
You're not. I'm kind of amazed that you're not wearing shoes.
You look down at my feet. I'm wearing flip-flops.
Oh my god, why did we bring him? Oh, he volunteered.
Look,
Alright,
this
let's
was a
go.
low budget mission.
I gotta be comfy while I'm out here in space, man. I do have an extra pair of Birks. Do you happen to be a size 9?
Let's go find Alpha.
Okay, let's go.
You head you head across the hallway there, and head towards the hallway, and where Alpha is working on the door. Merlin,
See?
maybe walking across, listening intently as you go past. This time it's very quiet.
Nothing whatsoever.
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Okay. Sure. Yeah, let's keep going.
Shh.
Um,
Quiet.
I'm gonna make a gesture. I'm gonna grab into my bag just in case, because who knows how long we're gonna be in the control room. I'm gonna pull out some of my space crunchies, and I'm gonna just leave them like on a line on the floor, just to kind of cut off that T, just like a small little line, kind of like a space crunchy tripwire, just to kind of know if someone's been around, you know.
I like it.
And yeah.
Oh, actually, there's some tactical ideology behind that one. I'll actually give
You
that
know,
one to you, Merlin.
I don't know what I'm doing. Can we just go, please, man? Just to Alpha, please. Thanks.
You head across the rest of the way, where Alpha's there, maybe down, a little hunched over, working on this panel. And just another minute as you come by, and Alpha, you do find that you're successful to get into the room.
As Alpha was hacking, she was stuck on saying we might be attacked. So she's just still going through every single synonym. As you approach, you hear her saying, blast, bombard, assail, assail,
Alpha.
assail.
Alpha. Snap out of it.
We're in. And she will retract her tools and stand up and just kind of awkwardly turn to see all of you, face you, and then nod towards the door.
Good work.
Right on.
There were
Alpha,
no disturbances.
how organic would you say you are?
I am 0.0008 organic, thanks to this. And she holds up the tattoo gun.
Okay. Alpha, why don't you keep watch over the door while we head inside?
I will watch it. She turns and stares at it about 2 millimeters away from it.
Sorry, Dr. Thompson, I'll take it over. Alpha, I want you to go ahead and provide sentry here in the hallway, okay? I want you to alert us if there's gonna be any sort of disturbance coming in from this hallway. You understand?
Yes, I will do this.
Right on.
Wow, Merlin.
Are we just heading inside to the control
Yeah.
room?
Yep. So you can head inside the control room there. So you get inside, and you do see, what you'd expect here. Just a bunch of different electronic consoles, things like that. As you look around, there is there's a section over there with an old punch card system for a computer punch card system that looks like a self-destruct sequence was partially entered,
Always a good sign.
What?
as well as blood and chunks of bone all spread across that panel. Please give me fear saves.
At disadvantage?
I'll say Alpha's outside, so
Alpha's still staring at the door.
I rolled a 96.
Take 1 point of stress. Merlin?
Failure.
Okay, you're at 15. And Coda?
23, so success.
Nice. All right.
I rolled as well, just in case I saw it, and I rolled a cool 8.
Nice. You see this just disturbing image of just this gore spread across. Maybe someone was trying to work on this and then was ripped away. Why? Why the fuck is this self-destruct sequence partially entered? You see that a distress signal is active and going off from the station as well. And then there's other terminals here that looks like they potentially control different elements of the station.
The first thing I would like to do is go and turn off the distress signal.
Okay. Easy to do. You shut that down.
Don't we need that on?
We would need it on if we needed to be saved. Unfortunately, I think at this point, we're at the point where either we make it off here unscathed or we go down with the ship.
I'm not going down with the ship.
Bringing additional ships would only bring more people for this thing to possibly infest.
What is the thing you speak of?
Coda, my man, you can't be serious. We gotta fight for our lives, man.
Well, I'm not saying we don't fight, but I'm saying we fight knowing that.
I'm not going down with the ship.
I'm with the doctor. I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying, Coda. I mean,
I'm
Yeah,
a
what you're saying.
renowned scientist. My life is worth far more than some rescue boat.
At the end, all lives are valued the same.
Sure. Let's
I just
turn-
don't think there's gonna be a ship coming here in the next, 10 minutes or so. You know what I mean? So, no need to really have it on right now. It's either we get out and make sure that no one else comes here. So, I think it's Coda made the right call.
Alpha, you're still out in the hallway?
Yeah, I picture Alpha kind of facing one. I don't think they're doing a very good job of like scouting the entire hall. So whatever's in the direct view, and then kind of turning and talking to the side with the rest of the team.
Okay. As you kind of go back and forth, listening in the conversation while not turning back in the hallway, having a line of sight on that main entry hallway that comes up.
Yes.
You begin to hear some shuffling and dragging that way, and you look down, and you see a face that kind of peeks out from around the corner and then disappears. As you hear this heavy shuffling and dragging.
Does it look like the face we saw earlier? The woman's face?
Yes, it does. It just kind of peeks around and then disappears and pulls
Alert!
back.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Oh
Tom
no. Yeah.
Alpha?
Yeah.
What do you see?
It is the creature, the woman.
Get in here and close the door.
We do
I'll
not
get in
wish
here
to
now.
save. We do not wish to save.
No save.
No
save.
save.
Abandon
Save
all
yourself.
save protocols.
We will not save you. And she goes to close the door.
Todd, I'm just imagining the face coming over around the corner, grabbing a space crunchy, and then just going back. I just could not get the image out of my head.
You
Is there a
step
way to-
into the control room, Alpha, closing the door behind you. And the four of you now sit in the room.
Okay. Is there are there any other doors leading out of here, or is this the only way out?
You look around. You do see a vent panel up in the corner of the room.
I'm gonna just beeline straight to it, and I'm going to start to. I'm gonna start to undrill it just to have access as a possibility.
Okay.
I'm pulling out my flashlight and like making sure it's bright, and also looking around to see if there's any way to monitor the hallway.
From like a terminal or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look at that, as you access the terminals, you see that it does control like airlocks, communications, and station logs. but there's not. There is one surveillance that is of the docking bay that you came in.
I'll take a peek at that.
You look out to that, and you see your ship just lying there in wait.
Our ship is still there.
As I walk towards the vent, I'm gonna bump up next to Coda and whisper real quickly into his ear. I'm gonna say, try to find the rest of that code. And I'm gonna walk past and just do my drilling.
Pull out a chair, stand up, and
Yeah.
take the vent shaft down, and you're able to do that.
I'm going to scan around and see if there's any remnants of either the code or the procedure for the code to initiate the self-destruct.
You look around and you don't see. You'd be familiar with this punch card system. So basically it's like a long card with a bunch of slots. Logan, you'd be familiar with these punch card types things. Scantron sheets, but as if some of them were punched out. And then you like set it on there, and the computer would read where the holes are and aren't. And yeah, so you can see that that's how that works. Looks like it got halfway through the sequence, but then something interrupted it. But you don't see the specific card you need to deal with that.
Doctor, you mentioned a creature, but not the woman.
The creature multiplies using organic property.
So, multiple creatures.
Perhaps.
Like the expensive stuff at the grocery store.
What?
Like those $5 heirloom tomatoes that were like grown. I'm confused. So are you telling us we just don't get near that thing?
I see what you were saying. Right. It's alpha might be safe since they only have 0.0000001% organic matter. The rest of us could be hosts of some sort.
What is my protocol if one of you is to be infected?
Observe.
Yeah, man, if I get infected, just take me out. I don't want to be,
Yeah, I was going to respectfully ask for termination, please.
what he said, but yeah.
How will I know?
Yeah, I don't know, man. You'll just know. You look into my eye. You look into my eyes and you'll just know, man. I just don't want to die.
Alpha's millimeters away from your face, looking into your eyes. I have studied. I will know.
Vents, guys? Or is there anything else here in this control room that is going to be of use to us?
I want to see the logs. There was
Yes. Check those logs out.
logs in the terminal.
Yeah. So you go through and dig through information there, and it's mostly just showing various other drop-offs. But the latest entry looks to be one that matches this specimen that came aboard. That typhus, typhus S8 origin, and yeah.
If I go over to the terminal, is there any way to kind of see like the air ducts, the vents, and to see like the layout,
Schematics?
To see if let's see the schematics to see if it routes back anywhere close to our ship, whether it's like that main foyer, like lobby area, or anything. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a computers check, intellect based.
Intellect. Okay. That's me 39. That's gonna be a 15.
Very nice. So you realize this is not going to be, front-facing information, but you kind of dig through, and you actually are able to find some schematics of the station, and you see it's real crude but simple layout. You see the mess hall, the quarters. You see where the other back room would have been the med bay, control room, science lab, clean room, specimen storage. There's another room, specimen storage, which seems to be what, after you drop off from the docking bay, where you dropped off, then the storage, it would go into that storage room there. There is a room, the decontamination room, which was labeled in the hallway as well. There, and then you see the hallways, the simple single line that connects everything as well. There are some dotted lines that do kind of make pass for the vent shafts, and they seem to go all over the place. They're pretty here and there, connecting from the control room. There's a line that runs down towards decontamination, splits off, goes to the other rooms.
I do a quick little peek into the vent. Is it like a tight space? Like no way that me and another person kind of can shimmy side by side. It has to be
it's a pretty good
one.
size, but yeah, definitely one by one. But even then,
can I crouch in it? Can I stand in it, or is it a crawl?
You could a really tight crouch, yeah.
Okay. Dudes, we could just go up here, sneak our way.
It's Dr. Thompson. It's not dudes. It's not Toms. It's not
Thompson.
Jamie. It's Dr. Thompson.
Dr. Thompson, Coda, Alpha. That thing might be right outside the door and we don't even know it. That's a guarantee up there.
Fine.
Ladies first?
Pounding at the door. Help, please! Help!
We gotta go.
I'm not going
Extend my
first.
hand.
We will not help you, Alpha yells at the door.
You
All
do
right,
see the face of Dr. Gallagher through the window of the door.
Oh, there's a window in this one? Okay. You know what? I know the layout. I know the layout. I'll go last, so that way I can tell you which way to go.
Get up there.
Fine. Yes, ma'am. And I go ahead and go up, and I extend my hand down to bring up the next person.
I'm gonna take it. Go up.
And as I pull you up, I kind of give you this look of I'm sorry for being such a shitty person to you. I hope that we can.
I elbow,
Yeah.
on the way up.
Nice. Okay.
Definitely enough room to kind of move past each other to get out of the way if Merlin's going to continue to help lift up. So enough room for that, but it's not a comfortable. It wouldn't be a comfortable 2x2 type thing. But
Makes sense.
I'll go third. And then when I get to the top, I'll look at Merlin and Dr. Thompson really quick and say, if I say hands, cover them. You got less than a second, or you'll go deaf.
Got it. You know what?
Got
We
it.
actually should make some
Closed area.
terminology here. How about hands? Or what if we need to be quiet?
Or cover, whatever you want.
Sure,
Well, you should
sure.
be quiet right now because this echoes
yeah.
and carries down
Okay,
the
this,
hall.
cover your ears. This, we're good to go. This, the monster's right there.
Someone help Alpha up.
I'm gonna reach.
Alpha's
down
just
and
standing
pull
there
it
like a toddler, just with her arms straight up, standing there.
I'm gonna be hold my legs, and I'll do a toddler pick up and bring her.
Alpha's just lifted up into the air, completely stationary. Whee!
It's like, blah.
We should have barred the door. What were we thinking?
We locked it. I think we're pretty good.
It is secure.
I'm gonna. Okay, as Alpha goes up, I'm gonna go ahead and take one of the bolts that I took off, and I'm gonna drill it from the other side, just to kind of have it be locked. It's gonna be a janky job, but
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. So you kind of pull that up and do so. Just before you, the vent shaft just continues down. It's dark. There's no lighting up here, so.
Just,
I have a flashlight.
do you want to give that, or do you want to hold it?
I want to hold it.
All right. Just we're starting to start crawling towards what I think would be that main lobby area, or is that what does everyone else want to do?
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
We still haven't seen decontamination though. If we want to look into it, see if there's anything
If there
there.
is a way to decontaminate, do you think they would have already used it?
Would we know
Thompson.
that? would we know if decontamination means like the process of like just standing there and getting like hosed down and stuff, or like
Likely.
we had it? Yeah.
It's probably not even worth investigating. I think we should focus on getting out of here.
So to the main
Generally,
lobby.
generally there'll be there'll be a pre-room for that decontamination that leads into, potentially an equipment room, but yeah. Very likely that,
Okay, I guess I'm gonna start that slow crawl, trying to make as little noise in these vents as possible.
Is it
Yeah.
possible for Alpha to not make noise? Metal on metal seems pretty loud.
you certainly can try.
You know what? There's enough room. You said there's enough room for us to crouch.
Yeah.
Oh!
So what I'm gonna do is I'll army crawl, and I'll have Alpha just lay on my back.
Okay.
That way.
Dr. Thompson, if you wanted to. Right. Dumb idea. Just.
Slowly make your way. So where's the direction you're heading?
I'm just trying to beeline it to that main lobby where we first entered in. That kind of led off
Okay.
into the mess hall.
Yeah. You come up and you see a junction here, one that would lead straight out, assumingly maybe towards the direction of that decontamination. And there's a junction here. Turn right, finding for another one to head back towards that same direction. So you see where it splits off, likely heading into the med bay as it goes off, or you can turn and then go over the crew quarters. Over top of that, you assume, in that direction. So the venting is going to be, the larger sections that you can crawl through. There's smaller sections that you can't, that feed, but the larger sections are going to be connecting to all these, all the rooms. You come to that junction where you can either continue, you assume, to the med bay or towards the crew quarters and up to the front.
Med bay?
Anything? Yeah, we haven't looked there. Just who knows?
Be up for
Crawling
taking a
over.
quick peek.
Yeah, we'll all take a little crawl, snake over there.
Head over there and you get to that, and there's the large vent cover sitting there on the ceiling panel.
Does it have grates?
Yes, yep, there is a grate on it, yeah. It's, again, that same low, dim lighting. It's hard to see. You can see, some, like beds, things like that, the med bay and some shelving, but it's hard to make out anything else beyond that through that view.
Alpha's on their back looking up at the top of the vent, like kind of just lounging on top of Coda as he crawls. And Alpha will say, if there is anything of interest, or if you have been taken over by a creature, please let me know.
I will. Thank you.
I'm gonna kind of look back towards Dr. Thompson and just kind of give like a. Should I try to examine this real quick?
Do
Have a
you
look?
see any blood, anything? Let's just go.
And I do this. I'm gonna pull out a crunchy. I'm gonna just drip it. I'm gonna just put it through the grate and let it drop down to the floor. See if there's anything that gets attracted to that.
Drops down, and you just wait. And then Dr. Gallagher's face just lunges up at the grate, smashed up against it. Please, help me!
Stun gun. Use my stun gun.
And then it falls back.
Wait, oh, you want to use your stun gun? Oh,
You try and shoot through the grate?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me a combat check. Let's say at disadvantage.
Okay.
'cause
Yeah.
you're,
That's
you're
fair.
right behind me.
Yeah.
Don't get me, please.
Oh, that's not good. With a 59.
Okay.
Do I plus 31? No, I don't. Okay.
Yeah, you got to roll under that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You pull out the stun gun, shaking and just wondering what you can try and do. But the grate, it's just, the slits are just too narrow, and it's really hard to get through, and you just kind of blast into that grate. There's a slight reaction to Merlin as you are down looking at the grate. Merlin, give me a body save.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, Merlin.
No. Okay, it's a 31. Body save. Oh god. A save success with a 21.
Okay.
Yes.
There is a slight shock that comes through you as the stun courses out. But again, the face presses up once again and calls out. And after that doesn't work, Dr. Thompson, panic sets in. Panic checks all around, everybody.
It's a D20, correct?
D20,
D20, yeah.
rolling over.
Oh no.
Over your stress, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go in and use my trait now. I rolled a
Okay.
12, so I'm gonna try to go again.
You need to roll over your stress level.
Correct.
Yeah, failure.
Good.
Okay, so keep those numbers. Alpha, you good?
No, Alpha's not good.
You failed?
Yeah.
You rolled under?
I rolled under.
Okay, Coda.
I succeeded. I got a 13.
Okay, all right. So Alpha, what did you get?
A 4 underneath
A 4?
6.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you overwhelmed. All actions are at disadvantage for 1d10 minutes, and you permanently raise your minimum stress by 1. Go to roll a d10 and see how long that lasts. Merlin, what did you roll?
Question: since I rolled with advantage, do I take the lower number here?
Yeah, lower is better on the table, so yes.
Okay, so that would be a 5.
Sorry. Take the the lower number. Sorry. Yep.
Because so it would be a 5.
A 5. Okay. Coward. You gain a new condition. You must make a fear save to engage in violence, or you flee.
And it's not going to go well next to me.
Okay. Yeah.
And then Dr. Thompson.
9.
A 9. Deflated. You have a new condition. Whenever a nearby crew member fails a save, you gain a point of stress.
Great.
I love that one. That's one of the best ones on the table. So.
I have a 6-minute cooldown with my
Okay. So you're at
problems here.
disadvantage.
As that happened to us, and I start to, panic there, I poop my pants.
And maybe because the Marine you saved, didn't you?
Correct. I saved.
Yeah, so your trauma response doesn't apply here. Okay.
What is happening? What is happening?
I'm so sorry. I needed to take a deuce earlier. I should have done it on the ship. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god.
Right.
It was all
Go,
the
just go,
crunchies, man.
just go.
Go to turn around. Go, go, go.
We need to decrease our biomatter, not increase.
Gonna try to turn around real quick and then push toward. Is there a way where it would loop back toward where we need to go to get to the ship?
Yeah, so you guys split off to the right to go to the med bay, where you go left.
Oh,
in
we
that
have to go to the
junction.
crew quarter.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll
Yep.
start leading everybody that way. I'm gonna have my hand in front of the flashlight on my SMG just to cover it slightly, so it's
Okay.
not like everywhere we go there's the light shining out of the grates.
Yeah.
But just speed crawling, kind of glancing over. I'm making sure that the doctor and Merlin are keeping up,
Mhm.
but going at a pace where I can kind of scout ahead and get information that we need.
Alpha has big C-3PO vibes on your back, just like the arms are just very much C-3PO right now.
Continually crawling and the added weight does not help. So it's slow moving as you go through. Your counterparts behind you just dealing with the stress of the situation. You get over to the crew quarters, and you see that vent that looks down in that room that you were recently visited. You continuing on?
Yeah.
You continue on and you head towards what you assume you're coming over towards the mess hall. You get to that. You notice that the vent cover is not connected. It's just an open hole down into the mess hall.
What's going on?
I'm gonna do a quick check before I respond. If I fully cover the flashlight, can I see? Or am I complete darkness of the flashlight? Like if my flashlight.
Oh no,
goes out?
there is some lighting down in the room. There's that flickering light. but the flashlight can assist as well.
Okay. I'm gonna keep my hand like completely over it as I push forward, and the grate's down. I'd imagine We didn't check that other room where the parasite infected the doctor. I would imagine this is how it got out.
The vents?
It's the only. I mean, let's be honest. We're doing the exact same thing something would do if they needed to get out of it, being boxed.
What do we do? Do we continue through the vents or do we go down?
I would know it's a straight, like, still continue straight shot through to get to the.
You can see that it does look like it does, and then you can see the end of it though, so it probably ends there,
In the
maybe
mess hall?
potentially past the hallway. You can't tell though if there's a vent there.
This is a for sure.
Or
so
say
close.
that it might not make sense that there's a main vent there in that hallway. There would be offshoots that would feed that.
Yeah.
Because you've just been going room to room.
Merlin.
I'm already on it, and I start extending the paracord towards you.
Oh no, I wanted the Cheetos. Or the space cheese.
Yeah. And I give him the bag. Wait. I need a few. And then I slide him over.
I actually grab a few too.
And I'll grab it, and I'm just gonna dump the bag over the entire bag, and see what happens.
You hear them fall and hit the ground softly. Nothing.
Alpha also makes crunching noises just to not feel left out.
Hey, Alpha, do you want to go down first, since they're not gonna infect you?
I can do this, yes. Alpha
I'll go ahead
will. Is
and
there room
anchor
to
myself.
roll off Coda? Or
Yeah,
like,
you can
fall
like
forward?
maneuver around enough.
I would have
Yes.
side rolled, so that way we both end up on our side. And
I
Yeah.
can anchor myself with the paracord and kind of act as like a safe drop down with the rope.
that's a good idea too.
Yeah, there's a bit of sparking with Alpha that kind of hits off the metal of the vent, but she's mostly in control of herself as she will take the rope and head down through the hole.
Yeah, it's like around my
Slide
waist
down
too.
and come down. You hear the thud and then crunch as Alpha lands and stepping on all the cheese puffed snacks. Merlin, you said you're coming down as well?
I'm like the anchor since I'm at the very last. I'm anchoring myself
Okay.
so that way everyone has an easy way to get down.
Okay.
I'll follow Alpha down,
All right.
and then I'm just gonna keep scanning, and I'll try to help the doctor down.
Yep, I'm coming down.
And then Merlin.
You guys see anything? I'm still up there.
Alpha will look around. Do I have like a bio scan? Like, do I have any kind of
You
like
could,
scanning
but you don't
ability?
have one, unfortunately.
Okay, I just don't know. I'm a basic prototype android.
Yep.
Alpha will look around and
You scan the room, and you know that you have two exits of this room. One behind you, where you kind of came from, and then the one that you'd be looking towards that leads towards that direction of where your ship is, where you first originally came into the room.
Okay.
I
The
think
door
Alpha,
behind you closed. Go ahead.
Oh, just she's seen the doctor's face like pop out of corners, like every single corner. She'd be trying to see if like a Where's Waldo painting, kind of like just like the tiny face that's like hiding in here somewhere, like looking to see if that person's still in here.
You look around, you're not seeing anything.
Okay.
As
The
a-
rest of
danger.
you are looking around, and you look towards that exit. And slowly this figure limps in.
No.
And you see Dr. Gallagher. He's... And she continues to walk forward.
Stay
And then
back.
a dark, shadowy figure looms behind, and you see Dr. Gallagher is stretched out at the end of this dark black tentacle that is just lodged into the back of her head.
I'm gonna put a burst into her.
Yeah, Alpha has the tattoo gun out.
Okay. Go ahead, Coda, and make a combat check. Add your
Firearms.
firearms, absolutely.
So 41 plus 15 is 56. That's math. 33. That's a critical success.
Fantastic. All right, so let's see. You had the
Machine gun is
SMG.
SMG is 2d10.
2d10,
Oh, man.
and on a crit, it's a gunshot on the wound table. So go ahead. Roll 2d10.
That's going to be a 12.
And then roll me a d10.
6.
All right. Okay. Gunshot wound to the neck. So you immediately pull up the rifle and just let out a spray towards Dr. Gallagher, just going all up, and it pulls up, the recoil a little bit pulls up, and then a bunch of the shots just go up into the neck. You see Dr. Gallagher react what you assume is if someone would react if a human individual is getting shot. There still is the pain and reaction of that. And then you also hear this kind of murmured, muffled cries as well at the same time. And Dr. Gallagher falls limp, still connected to this tendril. And the source of that tendril marches in, and you see this monstrosity amalgam, just a combination of arms and legs and faces protruding out of this being. And you can see that they're all like sticking half out and with this excruciating pain on each of their faces, but seemingly unable to do anything about it. Just letting out moans and cries. Some of you might recognize from inspection of the crew quarters that you recognize faces in this amalgam. You see Nedry. You see the scientist there. His face sticks out from one side of it as well, as it lets out, as each face just kind of cries out. Everyone, give me a sanity save.
Oh,
I'm just
my
gonna say,
God.
as Dr. Thompson, I may have been wrong about it multiplying.
So if I got higher than my sanity, and it's a double, that's a crit failure.
Yes.
All right, I got a crit failure then.
Okay, roll 1d10.
I rolled with disadvantage and I failed both of them.
Why disadvantage? Oh, yeah, because your feature. Yeah. Okay, so 1d10 there, Alpha.
Was it a sanity save or a fear save?
Sanity.
Oh.
Did you come down yet, Merlin?
I'm still in the vent.
Okay.
I am.
You still
yeah.
probably, you'd see this, but yeah.
Yeah, but either way, I succeeded with 17.
Awesome.
So.
Okay. Dr. Thompson.
I got a 25, so I succeed, but I believe I still take 2 stress because 2 members
There's
failed.
2 failures, yes, so you're at 18. Okay, Alpha, you failed 1d10,
6.
so you're at 12 total, and then Coda,
I got a 4, so I should be at 15.
15. All right, so Dr. Thompson, I have you at 16 stress, Merlin at 15, 12 for Alpha, and 15
I'm at
for
18
Coda.
stress.
18, yes. And then make panic checks all around. Merlin, actually, before Merlin, go ahead and make a fear save.
For
Make a
the
fear
combat,
save.
if I want to do combat.
At disadvantage.
I
Is it me?
recall that the mini arcanist, Kaz, redeemed a D4 earlier.
For my 5e games.
Oh, is that what it's for?
Disadvantage.
I'll give you a plus. I'll let somebody get a +1. Sorry, Merlin, a fail.
A failure for me at disadvantage, yeah.
You need to flee.
Are we running? We're rolling
cowarding.
under or rolling up over? Which are we doing?
You are doing a panic check, so you got to roll under.
Over. Under.
Sorry,
Oh,
sorry, you're correct. Over. Sorry.
Then I did fail.
I failed as well.
I failed as well.
All right, Dr. Thompson, what did you roll?
11.
11. All right. So, paranoid for the next week. Whenever someone joins your group, make a fear save or gain 1 stress. So, just a lingering effect here, not really specifically relevant.
that's
Alpha,
so
what did you roll?
6.
A 6. Frightened. When encountering this phobia, make a fear save at disadvantage or gain 1d5 stress. So, maybe outside of this encounter, if you survive and you come in contact with this creature, we would have that. Coda, what did you roll?
I got a 7.
A 7. Nightmares. Sleep is difficult. You have a disadvantage on all comfort saves. So, a few things
then I
here that are
also-
kind of long term, but Merlin.
I also panicked with an 8.
Okay.
I also
Loss
failed,
of
so-
confidence. Choose one of your skills and lose its bonus.
Oh, bye-bye, 0G.
I also panicked, so everybody needs to make a fear save.
And your fear saves are at disadvantage because I'm an android.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Oh my goodness.
I am
just
also helping.
compounds.
I rolled a 99.
Oh no. Okay, Dr. Thompson, roll 1d10.
Uh-oh.
That would be a 6.
Okay, so you are at 20 stress, and then reduce your fear save by 4 points.
Do I have to make a? Oh no, every nearby friend.
Merlin?
Failed the fear save with the 96.
Okay, take a point of stress.
Mm-hmm.
Alpha?
Rolled at disadvantage for my penalty, and I passed the fear save.
Awesome.
40 and 17.
Whoa.
Okay. I think we're all caught up on everything. As this creature's just entered in. Merlin, you taking off?
So what happens is when Coda fires the SMG, I did not expect it. So I'm like, ah! And I recoil and I like go onto my back in the vent. Kind of like incoherent. And I'm just gonna stay there for now. I let go of the cord though, and it's going down to the floor.
Okay.
So I am up in the vent, but I don't have a rope.
What is the rest of the crew doing?
Alpha
this-
feels the slack on the rope and moves forward with the tattoo gun outstretched and says, Merlin said this would help. Run, organics, run.
Disengage, Alpha, disengage.
I am
I-
helping.
I'm also
As
gonna
she
run,
squirts
though.
the tattoo ink towards it.
Okay. Do you want to strike out at it?
Yeah, she's just kind of with her jerky motions, just moving the tattoo gun towards it.
Okay. Dr. Thompson, you taking off?
Yeah.
Okay, the door is closed behind you, so, but you can go ahead and attempt to open that up and then continue through that. Coda, what are you doing?
I'm gonna start backing up, but as I'm doing, I'm just fingers going straight to the back, pulling the trigger, not letting go until I keep hearing the click sound. I'm
Okay.
gonna unload as much as I can into this thing.
All right, you can go ahead and fire off another round. Give me that combat with
Oof, that's a wait, 00 and a 9, so 9.
Okay, that's a success. So go ahead and roll 1d10 again.
That's gonna be 8 points of damage.
All right. You blast into this monstrosity, and there's cries out from the creatures that it's absorbed. It seems the face is just out in pain, but you're just pelting into you can hear it like piercing through that big bulbous flesh, but it still continues to just march towards you in Alpha. It's gonna go ahead and as it comes towards you, Alpha, do you want to take a strike at it?
If I haphazardly hit it, yes. Alpha is just thinking
Yeah,
this is going to help.
Go ahead and
and
make a combat
is
check.
just moving around. All right.
I also still have the paracord rope attached around my waist, so I'm still connected to that rope that fell. It's still
Okay.
dangling. Yeah.
So still at disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
So combat. I need under.
Yes.
Both of them fail.
Okay. You go and you try and strike out, but you're not really finding any purchase on the thing as it comes forward. And unfortunately, you sense that retaliation is coming, and this massive arm comes out, and it just goes and slams you down to the ground. And when it does, it's so forceful it does kind of break some of your components, but even that arm shatters, and bone and gore and blood just sprays out from it, that it has no, no concern for its own makeup as it does so. Go ahead. You take a wound. Go ahead and roll 1d10, please.
That is a 5.
A 5. And the slam as it knocks you down and then breaks off your hand.
The tattoo hand?
Your choice, or the salad spin.
We'll go with the tattoo hand.
Yeah, tattoo hand is that you're kind of engaging that. It knocks you down, heavy blow, and then that's a casualty of that. And then it just kind of starts to slowly lurch, feeling that you might be out of the way, slowly lurching towards the others. Merlin, are you doing anything at this point?
At this point, I've recovered. I'm gonna see this scene down below me, and no, without even saying a word, I'm gonna drop my drill down onto the ground down below, with like the hopes that like if they need it, they need it, and I'm gonna go ahead and untie the rope and try to at least. Actually, no, I'm not gonna untie the rope. I am going to just begin crawling, hauling ass through the vents towards the control room.
Okay. Give me a speed check.
Yeah. Oh my god. Failure with a 35.
Okay. It just, in your panic, you're trying too hard, and it's, you're trying to go faster, and you're not taking your time, and so it just feels like it's going slower than it probably should be. Dr. Thompson, I'll say that you are able to open that door. Where would you go from there?
Running forward.
So if you run straight through, you'd get to the crew quarters, or it's that hallway that will then split off and go somewhere else in the station.
And we don't know where that hallway will go.
You do, yeah. So if you turn, this was the hallway you came out of the crew quarters to then go towards like the back, or if you go to the front, that would be back around. That's where you saw that tentacle in the beginning, and that likely leads up around to the ship.
Then I'll go that way.
You're gonna go towards the ship?
Yep.
Okay, so yeah, you cut down a hallway, likely potentially coming around behind the creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
So you start running around, going around that side. Coda, this thing is slowly lurching and barreling. You can see like it's got all these feet, and it doesn't have great stability on them, but it's still making its way towards you.
Can I tell if I can? How far away is Alpha from me? Did it like pass through Alpha once it knocked Alpha down, or?
Yeah, knocked Alpha down and kind of slid out of the way a little bit. Yeah,
Okay.
It's
So
coming
it's
forward.
moving toward me, leaving Alpha behind. I'm just gonna yell to Alpha, "Get to the ship," and then I will. I don't know where Merlin is, but I saw Dr. Thompson run off, so I'm gonna book it after Dr. Thompson.
You going behind and
I'm
Like,
gonna
you're
yeah,
going
I'm gonna
back
follow,
out,
I'm gonna
right?
follow the I'm gonna follow the route that Thompson was taking. Yeah, so I'll go back, and then I'll go back to like do that loop around.
okay.
I think
So
you would
you-
have seen like the rope like go back up and like trail out back out. Maybe.
As Coda, you follow along. You follow after the doctor, and you can hear her footsteps. You can kind of catch up that general direction. And Dr. Thompson, you're just booking it down the hallway, and you come around that corner. And as you do, that creature's there because its target ran out of the room, and it turned back around. You have an idea that this thing is made up of the crew. It probably contains the intellect of the crew. And it knows the station. And it knows, hey, these people are probably going to try and get out. They're probably going around to exit. I'm going to cut them off. And that's exactly what it does. And it stands there again, letting out cries from its combined...
I turn around. run into Coda, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like dead on sprint.
Yeah.
Like,
It just starts lumbering towards you.
We gotta
Down the
go, we
hallway.
gotta go.
It doesn't have
Right.
great speed. Alpha, what are you doing?
Alpha stops or tries to get control of their body enough because their limbs are kind of jerking out of just panic, and stands kind of shakily to her feet and follows after the creature, saying, I was given a directive, but I do have the choice to do this. And kind of moves down the hallway, sparking at every joint, and reaches into the salad spinner and unscrews it. And where there would normally be salad spinning around, there's a hand grenade that's just been like kind of puttering around in there the entire time. Takes out the hand grenade and is going to cap it. I don't know how you activate a grenade, but we'll activate the grenade and throw it into the back of the creature, because I believe Alpha is coming down the hallway behind the creature. Like, we're flanking at this point, I think.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, so you do see where it's just left the room and going towards Dr. Thompson. You just pull that out and throw that towards the direction after you've primed it, armed it, and it goes. Go ahead, roll me a d10.
That is a 5.
5, awesome. Okay, so that is, yeah, massive blast from this thing. You didn't realize how significant this frag was that you had, and it goes in, it hits into the creature, and then there's just all of you, all 4 of you hear this eruption, this blast. And it almost does, like, Dr. Thompson and Coda, there's probably a little bit of a shake from this. And just this wail, as well as just the sound of heavy, wet slaps up against the hallway is you can only assume something just got torn apart and thrown in all places.
Alpha
You
will
look
wipe
back.
some of the goop off of her face and, like, just staring ahead with blank stare. Wow.
Dr. Thompson, Coda, if you look back, you would see like that blast, and you do see this creature just burst apart and fall limp to the ground.
To the ship, go. We gotta go.
Yeah, not that way though. We're gonna loop back around because I'm not walking anywhere.
Fine, just go.
All right, Merlin.
I'm
Forget
just
him,
scampering.
just go.
I'm going the opposite way. I'm headed towards the control room. I'm so scared that I barely heard anything. If anything, I heard your Merlin as a Merlin, and I'm just super spooked.
You guys are going back through the mess hall, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So you do come in. You see that Alpha's there. You could see Alpha in the hallway there, just outside of the mess hall there, leading into the corridor towards the docking bay. And the two
I
of you
did
run.
not go back to the ship, Coda.
That's fine. Let's go. Come on. We gotta get in the ship.
You look down the hallway and you see up close that mess. And you can rush to the ship. As you head into that corridor, get through kind of that initial airlock area, Coda, you do notice over in the corner, you hear a little like whimper, chirp, squeal. You see a small little brown fuzzy object. Creature.
Yeah, I'm putting a full magazine of an SMG into that rodent. 110%. I've seen these movies. I know what happens.
Tried to get
No
you.
way.
So
Tried to get ya.
cute.
Tried to
No
get
way.
ya.
But it's so
Full
cute.
magazine. If Alpha's got a second grenade, we'll use that. Like, 100% overkill.
I only had one in the salad spinner.
At the
You
end, I'm just sitting there
obliterate
smashing it with the...
You obliterate this small little hamster there, and you see the small black tendrilled something just come out of it and start crawling and like struggling to crawl, but it's going towards you.
Shit. Yep. Nope. Get in the ship.
You make it through. You're able to throw a door behind you as the thing has definitely taken damage, but still trying to cling, and you get aboard your ship.
As this happens, Alpha remembers the cage that they had exchanged earlier with Merlin, and Alpha stops and just like full stop, like a Scooby-Doo kind of screeching to the halt, and says, Merlin, where is Merlin? And just kind of rotates her head around.
Remember when Merlin said to let him go if something happened?
I remember
that.
I was supposed to kill all of you if something happened. Is this now?
No. Merlin was following a protocol, and we have to let him follow the protocol he desires. We have to leave.
Am I no longer the wingman?
Correct.
You're going to be the wingman right now because you're going to undock us, and you're going to fly this ship out of here.
Understood. Alpha will stride up onto the ship with her awkward gait.
You get in the ship and begin to start up the vessel and begin that procedure to undock. Merlin, as you make it to the control room, just frantically looking around, you see the terminal.
I bang the vent down, and I
drop down, and you look and you notice the terminals that are. You see that the ship. You can see just in time as the crew gets to the ship and boards the ship.
And I looking in the window. I see them like from the.
Well, you're looking through a terminal, like there's a video feed.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh fuck! Hey, I have to contact them. Where's the? I don't know how to. Where the fuck is it? As I'm looking to try to find a way to contact them, in the terminal. But did they already take off?
The ship begins to undock and pull away as you frantically search for the comms, and you press and you find them. You call out and call out and call out, and there's no response.
Hey, guys, dudes, no.
And then you hear some crunches behind you. And as you turn around, you see this small little black parasitic object rolling in the crunchy cheese puffs. And then lurches at you. And begins to bore into your brain, taking you over.
Rip Merlin.
And the camera goes to
the very last thing that you see is that after Merlin has been taken over, his hand reaching up and engaging the distress signal of the station.
It was all right, guys. He's just a volunteer.
And that is the end of Monday Mothership.
Yay!
Good job, everyone.
So good.
That was great.
Everyone was
Wild.
amazing.
So
Wow.
good. Thank you so much. Bounce House,
awesome.
thank you for being here with us. What a riot.
Thank you, chat.
Definitely go
for
check
being here.
out check out Mothership, I should say, if you haven't yet. Such a fantastic system. Let's say hello to this amazing cast. Cassie, thank you so much for being here. Please tell us about
Yeah.
yourself and all the cool stuff that you do.
Yeah, thank you so much for inviting me. It is so much fun. This is like my first live stream, so congrats for seeing that, everybody.
Flying colors.
Yeah, this is my first live stream with other folks, I should say. I recently did a live play of The Wretched, which is another space horror solo RPG. You can find that on my Twitch channel, or you can find it on my YouTube. And you can find all of this on my Twitter. I also
I will
wrote
link
some
in a second.
folk horror stuff that you are welcome to check out. It has great reviews and recently became an Electrum bestseller on Drive-Thru RPG, so feel free to check that out too. And I got some cozy stuff on the horizon because I'm just a full spectrum creator, you know. So anyways, I wanted to thank everybody for being in chat, and I wanted to thank my co-players here because you are all amazing, and it was an absolute joy to share this experience with you.
Woo.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for being here. So glad that we could connect on this finally.
Yeah.
I know we've been back and forth on playing Mothership for a while, so glad to finally get that on the off the to-do list. So, all right, Toffee, say hello.
Yo, what's going on, everyone? I'm Toffee. I'm new to tabletop stuff. I do acting, but I do tabletop stuff when I can. Yeah, you can reach me at my Twitch channel at Toffee Plays. Same thing for the Twitter. Things to plug. I guess if you liked my stuff here in Mothership, I'm actually part of we actually released. Can I post links here in the chat here, Todd? Is that fine?
I don't know if you'll be able to. So I've got a link to your Twitter. So is it on Twitter?
Twitter. Well, I'll just vocal plug it essentially. If you like my Mothership stuff here, I am part of a kind of like a Mothership podcast. We play offline, and then it gets trimmed down into like a play, essentially.
Oh yeah.
It's called Out of Depth Plays. So you can just Google search that, Out of Depth, and you can find my character Rook there, who is a Marine. Other than that, this Thursday I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be a player in a D&D campaign, an all-Asian cast. It's going to be over at Going Crit RPG. Yeah, I don't know what else to really say about that, but that's me.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And come back and see. I'll plug this a little bit further, but Wednesday, Toffee will be back here in the Bounce House for another project. I'll mention that in a second. Allison, say hello.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for running this game. Thank you, fellow cast, for being awesome. Thank you, chat, for like keeping the excitement going. I loved all of your comments, and it was equally fun to watch you guys watch us. So thank you for being here tonight. I'm Allison. I'm Insight Checked on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter. I'm a variety streamer that focuses on narrative gaming and storytelling in RPGs. So right now we're doing a playthrough of Disco Elysium, which is an awesome TTRPG-esque video game, and that's on Thursdays. So it's getting really juicy. So catch me this Thursday, as there's lots of character death and murder, and it's very stressful to play that game.
It's a great game.
And then I also do actual plays of RPGs, collaborative, rotating cast, rotating systems. We've never done D&D on the stream. We're always playing like Powered by the Apocalypse systems. And so I'm excited that June is like pretty much D&D month out of nowhere. So that'll be fun. We have a guest GM playing D&D with us on First Fridays on June 3rd. And then June 13th, I'm playing a game of Oops, All Wizards. I've never been a wizard before, so that's gonna be wild. And it will be—
You're a wizard.
You're a wizard, Allison. And it'll be with minis, so that's always going to be really interesting to see how the battle maps shake out. So yeah, come hang out at Insight Checked, and just thank you so much, Todd, for having me. As always, it's been a joy. I love gaming with you, so thank you.
Absolutely, always a joy to have you. Thank you so much. Very, very welcome to have you. Last but not least, Logan, say hello.
Yeah, hi everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Thank you, Todd, for having me on for yet another amazing one shot, and thank you to my fellow players, because like it was awesome. Sorry, RIP Merlin, type F in chat, all the good stuff. But I'm Logan, the innkeeper over at the Red Hair Inn, where we do D&D homebrew, as well as we have a D&D campaign, the Ecrium Expeditions. Our next session is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's bi-weekly. But yeah, come hang out. We love playing D&D. We love connecting with people. We love working with other creatives and collaborating to make this space awesome. So come on in, take a seat, and let's adventure together.
Absolutely.
And
thank you for being here as well. Yes, everyone. I have been your warden for Mothership tonight, Todd Moonbounce. Thank you so much for hanging out here in the Bounce House with us. Thanks again to my amazing crew, my cast. Just fantastic. Such a good time. If you'd like to join a future Monday Mothership game or something else, follow me on Twitter at Todd Moonbounce. Always looking for new additions to that realm. My projects, I have this Wednesday, a very special actual play one-shot showing off Backroads, the new expansion for the Backwater TTRPG. Toffee will be back for that, including some other fantastic people. So come check that out Wednesday night here on the Bounce House. As we show that system off, we will be giving away a hardcover copy of the core rule set there, so that'll be awesome. And then I think wrapping around into June, so June 2nd premieres my Deadlands Noir series. So we'll be going to the 20s in Chicago with a little bit of a Deadlands flair. Super excited for that. That'll be every Thursday in June, and then Tuesdays in June for Pride Month. So excited for this, along with Candace the Magnificent, as I'm sure we all know and love. We'll be hosting a series of Thirsty Sword Lesbians every Tuesday in June to celebrate Pride Month in benefit of the Trevor Project, a great organization to help the LGBTQIA community with things like struggles with mental health and other things. So that's the benefit there. Hope that you can come and watch. Amazing tables. amazing cast for all of that. So please check that out in Tuesdays in June. And that's kind of what I got going on for now. So thank you everyone again so very much. And we will see you on the next one. Have a good rest of your evening.